Welcome to the Armadillo Homes On Deck Show, the official pregame show of the San Antonio Missions Baseball Club. Armadillo Homes, your way home. Now for a preview of tonight's Missions game, plus a whole lot more, let's go out to the ballpark.
On a cloudy Thursday night, we welcome you aboard Missions Baseball this evening. Kind of on the windless side as we go to play this evening. Not much wind, a 90-degree temperature reading, and we are looking forward to Game 2 of the series with the Arkansas Travelers. Arkansas winning last night by a score of 6-1 behind Tim Bittner. Bill Beebe took his first Missions loss, and the win just did keep Arkansas in the race. The Eastern Division Tulsa Drillers can eliminate Arkansas tonight with a win, or the Missions could knock the Travelers out with a win. Either one, and the Travelers are done. The matchups tonight, Irvin Santana will go for Arkansas, right-hander, against T.A. Former for the Missions. A significant player move on the home front today, Stu. The Missions option, or the contract with Greg Dobbs, has been reassigned to AAA Tacoma. So Dobbsy, in baseball terms, was called up today.
Well-deserved promotion, 325 hitter with 5 homers, 34 RBIs. Great comeback after that Achilles tendon injury last year. It's obvious that he was hungry. He wanted to move up. He got the chance now. One more hill to climb for him before hopefully he'll get that next break, which would be to the Knicks.
That's so true. And so far, no one has been named to replace Dobbs on the roster, but the Missions would anticipate a player move of some sort, at least by the start of the second half next week, or next Wednesday to be exact. Tonight, Stu has as his guest the fine broadcaster of the Arkansas Travelers, Phil Elson. And we'll be back with that after this from Armadillo Homes.
Hey, Bob!
Yeah?
Almost out there?
Give me a little longer.
You know we gotta let her go, right?
But she's ours. We raised her, man.
I know, but she's ready now, Bob. Ready for a family.
I can't.
Bob, we've done our best. It's time to just wish her well.
All right. Just give me a minute with her, okay?
You got it, buddy. You know, when you put more care into the homes you build, you get pretty attached. But at Armadillo Homes, we wouldn't have it any other way. Because our family's been building quality homes for 30 years. Homes we'd be proud to have a member of our own family live in. So you can be sure your family will feel right at home. Bob, what if I said we could build another one?
Oh, Bill. Oh, you've made me so happy.
Armadillo Homes, your way home. Visit us at armadillohomes.com.
And welcome back to the On Deck Show, and tonight's spotlight on the Armadillo Homes On Deck Show is the play-by-play voice of the Arkansas Travelers, Phil Elson. Well, Phil, great to see you again here in San Antonio, your 4th season as the voice of the Travelers. If you go back in your 4 years, anything that stands out in your mind?
Right now, I'm enjoying watching Dallas McPherson and the tear that he's been on. We haven't had a home run hitter like that, and myself personally as a broadcaster, I've never seen anybody that has hit as many home runs, and of course that's what stands out in people's mind. McPherson has been so much fun to watch. Also the playoff season in 2001 and the tragedy that it ended in.
I look at your ball club, besides McPherson, Bueno, Gomez, you guys got a very good lineup. I like Woods, I like Bittner as some of your starters. And I guess there's probably 1 or 2 things that the club might have been lacking that has prevented them from being on top in the East during the first half. Can you elaborate what might that be?
Well, I think that our starting pitching has been very good, as you mentioned, with Woods and Bittner, and Irvin Santana's pitched well, and Eric Sear pitched very well. The offense hasn't been lacking except for maybe a 3-week period when they were leaving just a lot of men on base, but that happens. The bullpen, I think, has been the team's number 1 weakness, and I think in minor league baseball you have to have a strong bullpen. Missions fans will understand that from the championship 2 years ago, and without that bullpen, they probably wouldn't have won the championship, and they dominated with that bullpen. on. In April, when we jumped into first place with a 13-8 record, the bullpen was tremendous. They were holding on to leads. They were winning quite a couple of ball games for the team. Then things started to sour a little bit in May and into June, and I think that mostly because of the pen that we've been knocked out of the playoff contention.
Well, there's always the second half, and I wish you guys well. Last year, you did a column for minorleaguebaseball.com. How did that start?
Well, the guy who does the website for Minor League Baseball, and a great job, by the way, that he does, Steve Densa, he was one of my first bosses when I started in baseball when I was 18 years old in Fayetteville, North Carolina in 1995. And Steve and I we stayed in touch for a number of years, and after I got on the air, and he thought it would be a good idea about a column about life as a broadcaster and life in baseball. A lot of times, and with good reason, the stories are on the players and on the managers and on the coaches. And they're very interesting, and they should be the stories. But there's a lot of stories off the field that don't involve the players that still make the game so much fun to be around. The personalities that are around it, the ballparks, the cities, and just it's a different life. This is a very different life than anything I've ever imagined before, and I think that lent itself to being able to write about it and keeping it interesting.
Any ballparks that have interested you, or anything unique as far as bus rides over the years?
Well, I mean, let's see, last year we have a great bus. We have a trailer behind the bus because the engine is where the usual compartment would be to hold the luggage. So we have to hold the luggage and the equipment in the trailer behind it. Well, something happened last year on one of the road trips where it ran off the side of the highway. It unhitched from the bus, and it took out a light pole on Interstate 40 just by Alma, Arkansas, towards Tulsa. And thankfully it swerved off to the right and not to the other lane, because then there would have been some real injuries. But the only injury was a light pole that the bus company had to purchase, and a few ball players and one broadcaster and a bunch of coaches that really needed sleep the next day.
I have the same problem north of Dallas on I-35 when I was with the Iguanas. The chain had snatched, and it took about 5-6 guys to just get it back on the road. But thank goodness this was 3:30 in the morning when we didn't have anybody hardly around.
And there's never a good time for a bus accident. Never any good time for anything like that. And it usually always happens at 3-4 in the morning, like our situation.
I interviewed him last week, Bill Valentine. He is just one of a kind. Your thoughts on him?
Well, I mean, he was one of the reasons that I thought that I could write a column about minor league baseball, because I could probably write about 30 columns about working for him and just the kind of man that he is. Bill Valentine is one of the real unique personalities in minor league baseball, and it's what makes the game of baseball such so much more than just a game on the field. It is someone like him who really is the face and the being of baseball in Little Rock. The Travelers would not be there without him, and the ballpark wouldn't be a fun place without him. And I didn't even know the man was alive until I'd heard that there was an opening in Little Rock 4 years ago, and now I count him as one of the most important people in my life. I love the man.
As far as the fun times you've had at Ray Winder Field, what are some of those?
Meeting my fiance probably is at the top of the list. Spied her with binoculars from the press box, and she caught me. And the next thing I knew, a few innings later, she was flashing her phone number up to me. And that was at the end of the 2001 season, and we just got engaged before this season. Besides that, it's just watching. There's different moments I guess I could point to at Ray Winder Field, but it's just the chance to call that ballpark home, just because it's so old and crusty, and it's such a great place to watch a game. It really is a fabulous park. It is the Fenway of the minor leagues, and I think I'm a little different from a lot of people, I think, around my age, in that I like a lot of the old parks. I love wooden seats. I don't mind being a little bit uncomfortable if I can be at a place that just seems to breathe the personality of the game. And Ray Winder Field is that kind of place. I just cherish the games there.
Can't beat for view.
No, you can't beat the view. I mean, you were right on top of home plate. I wish we could enclose the press box a little bit so we could dodge the bugs this time of year. But, as I said, a little bit of discomfort, it's worth it.
What do you like to do during the off-season?
In the off-season, I guess you try to just assume some sort of normal lifestyle. You actually have weekends that you can, spend doing whatever you want. And weekends, there's no such thing as that during a baseball season. I really just lay back. I'm not that interested in broadcasting many other sports. I'm more interested in just doing baseball games. But I do a little work for a college basketball team in Little Rock, some voiceover work, and just do little travels here and there, go traveling with my family and spend time with Julie, who will be my future wife.
And I congratulate both of you. Phil, you, myself, Roy, we can go on. Mark Neely, Matt Hicks, Bob Hodge, Mike Capps, also Rick Page, Brian Goldberg. Hope I didn't leave anybody else out. I really believe that we probably have the best job in the world. Regardless of what level it is, it's still a great game. You go out there every day, and it beats a lot of other things. And I wish you nothing but the very best. And I've known you for 4 years, great guy, and you've always been very accommodating. And keep up the great work on your end, and go get them in the second half.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot, Stu. I just want to tell the fans of San Antonio we love coming here. This is one of my favorite towns to come visit. So I'm looking forward to coming back again in July, and who knows, maybe in the championship.
Exactly. Let's not forget Scott Garner in Frisco, too. Thanks again, bud.
All right, you take care, Stu.
You too, Phil. Phil Olsen, the voice of the Arkansas Travelers, my guest in this segment of the Armadillo Homes On Deck Show. And we'll be back right after this message from Armadillo Homes.
Life can get pretty rough around the house. So at Armadillo Homes, we use our own family experience to build homes that can stand up to day-to-day family living. How are the stairs holding up, sweetheart?
Pass the bowling ball test, Daddy.
Great. See, as a family-owned and operated builder for 30 years, we take extra pride in the homes we build. In fact, we'd be proud to have a member of our own family live in them, which is why we make sure they can withstand anything our family dishes out. Nice tackle, son. Our football in the living room test is always fun. The bottom line is, when you buy an Armadillo home, you're investing in your family's future, and we make sure it's a wise investment. Thanks, test. Armadillo Homes, your way home. Visit us at armadillohomes.com. Hey, who's on the water gun test? I am. On the wall, sweetie, not on Daddy.
Interleague play continues today. Cincinnati completed their sweep of Texas, winning 4-3. Seattle will win this afternoon at Milwaukee, 6-3. The Red Sox got their first win at Coors Field, 11-0. San Francisco topped Toronto, 8-5. Anaheim, Pittsburgh in the fifth inning. Pirates lead 1-0. New York, they're at Arizona tonight. There are some other scores in as well. We'll get to those as time permits throughout the game on the Texas Insurance Agency scoreboard portion of the broadcast. Tonight in the Texas League, El Paso at Wichita, Frisco at Round Rock, and Midland at Tulsa round out the schedule tonight. The Drillers can eliminate Arkansas with a win tonight. The magic number over both Wichita and Frisco remains at 2 for the Drillers, who have a 2-game lead with 3 to play, and you can't be in much better shape than that. Well, that's going to do it for the On Deck Show tonight. I'm Roy Eacup for Stu Paul, our producer Steve Brasher, and stay tuned now. The Missions and the Arkansas Travelers headed your way next, right here on 680 KKYX.
You've been listening to the Armadillo Homes On Deck Show, the official pregame show of the San Antonio Missions Baseball Club. Armadillo Homes, your way home. Now, stay tuned for Missions play-by-play coverage coming up next, here on the radio home of the San Antonio Missions, 680 KKYX.
The best of the best summer sales drive is balloon savings on Texas Edition Tundras to $4,000 total at your Toyota Town dealers.
Get to Alamo Toyota right now out by the airport on Loop 410 Northeast.
Get $3,000 rebates on Tundra plus $1,000 in value package savings.
Take $4,000 total today at Cavender Toyota near the Northwest Loop 410 and Bandera. The keys are ready.
This Tundra's crawling with extra features, chrome wheels and running boards, stainless steel exhaust tip, custom carpet mats, and Texas Edition badging.
Near I-35, exit O'Connor. See the team at Universal Toyota for giant savings.
Save $2,500 total on pre-runner extra cabs with Texas Edition packages.
0% financing's in effect on Tundras, Access Cab, and regular cabs.
But you've got to act now. Hurry to Red McCombs Toyota on I-10 just outside Loop 410.
Log on to Toyota.com and get to your Toyota Town dealers today.
Get the feeling. Toyota. Rebate from GMS, GST, and TDA on Access Cab Tundra SR5 V8 with Texas Edition package and 7162, 7164 pre-runners with Texas Edition package and 7604 offers mutually exclusive with approved credit offers may vary by region.
San Antonio Missions Baseball is on the air. Tonight's game is brought to you by Dr. Pepper, by Church's Chicken, full flavor, full pockets, full life, by Security Service Federal Credit Union, it pays to know us, by Whataburger, just like you like it, by San Antonio Water System, SAWS, our water, our future, by the Texas Department of Agriculture Go Texan program and these great Go Texan partners, Breyer's Ice Cream, Boulder's Fiesta Spices, Nighthawk Frozen Foods, Go Gaze Rice Milling, and Buddy's Natural Chicken. Good people, great products. By Kielbasa, the best sausage you've ever eaten, guaranteed. By Mrs. Bears. By Nicorette. By Toyota and your Toyota Town dealers. By Land of Frost, great tasting lunch meats. And by SAMissions.com. Now, let's go out to the ballpark for the play-by-play with the voices of the Missions, Roy Acuff and Stu Paul.
Hi, everybody. Welcome aboard a nice Thursday gathering here at Wolf Stadium. It's Dollar Night. Dollar Cokes and Dr. Pepper and sodas and beer and pizza and hot dogs. So how about that? You get yourselves out here now for dinner. What do you say? I'm Roy Acuff along with Stu Paul and our producer, Steve Asher, and our other producer, Alice Wojden, who is in live with us tonight on hand for tonight's second game of the Arkansas series. We'll be back and check those Land of Frost starting lineups right after this.
Wow, this sandwich tastes great.
Este emparedado está sabrosísimo.
Land of Frost luncheon meats taste great in any language, whether it's premium, America's favorite 1-pound deli pouch, or the ultra-thin deli-style deli shave, or the spicy flavors of Taste Escapes. Land of Frost delivers great-tasting lunch meats. Pick up your favorite Land of Frost luncheon meats at your nearby H-E-B.
Hi, this is Texas League President Tom Kaiser. You're listening to the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
And now those Land of Frost starting lineups. First for the Travelers, leading off at shortstop, Alberto Callasbo. Avi Rodriguez will bat second, play second base. Hitting third in center field tonight, Nick Gorneau. Batting fourth at third base, Dallas McPherson. Jeff Mathis with DH and hit fifth. Jason Espito in right field batting sixth. Mike Elwood at first base hitting seventh. Trent Del Chiaro will catch and bat eighth. And Carlos Duncan will be in left field and hit ninth. And on the hill for the Travelers, Irvin Santana, right-hander. We missed Santana the trip through Little Rock. They threw four lefties at us, and this will be the first right-hander we've seen all year from that Arkansas staff. Santana is 2-0 with a 3.23 earned run average and has started 6 games and no complete games. For the Missions, minus Greg Dobbs, who got promoted to Tacoma today. Dustin DeLucchi leads off in center field. Hunter Brown at third base batting third. Shin Soo Chu in left field hitting third. Brown batting second, DeLucchi leading off in center, leading off, and then Brown batting second at third base. In left field hitting third is Shin Soo Chu. John Lindsay will bat fourth and play first base. Ryan Christensen will catch and hit fifth. Ryan Balf, the DH, batting sixth. Christian Guerrero in right field hitting seventh. Rob Gandolfo, second base, batting eighth. Eddie Menchaca, shortstop, hitting ninth. And on the hill for the Missions, T.A. Fulmers. He's 0-2 with an 8.8 ERA, making his fourth start. And in Fulmer's defense, that ERA sounds high, but He knocked that thing in half his last start. He pitched on the 12th of June at Frisco and was not involved in a 2-1 Frisco victory. But that night, Fulmer worked 7 innings, allowed only 4 hits and 1 run. So maybe the T.A. Fulmer of last start will emerge tonight as opposed to the T.A. Fulmer who made his first 2 starts here, and they were both struggles. So we're hopeful that T.A. will keep it together, as they say in the game. He was a big, sturdy right-hander, 200-pounder, 6'2", out of Charleston, South Carolina. Is a former cadet graduate of the Citadel. He's a good Southern lad with a military educational backdrop. He has stood the test of time in athletics and academics, and he's a good guy. And we wish T.A. the best tonight. He'll face Coyasbo leading off here in the top of the first inning as we get things underway, and that's in for a call strike on the outside corner to Alberto Coyasbo. The plate umpire is Joe Stegner. Pitch on the way is skied left field, out of play. Paul Chandler works at third and Todd Waters at first. A crew of 3 assigned by the Texas League office here in San Antonio. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swinging, missing, and down he goes. Fulmer pulled the string on him, and Coyasbo strikes out on an 84-mile-an-hour changeup. One gone for Javi Rodriguez. Well, that didn't take long.
No, it did not. 3 pitches. Even though the Michians have been getting better starting pitching, they've only had 13 runs in the 5 games since they've come home.
Swing and a miss. 0-1 on Javi Rodriguez. Yep, it's prolific. Almost the conversation I had with Dave Brundage. Gosh, it's been at least 6 weeks ago. There's a pop-up on the right side, and I don't think he knew how prolific it would be until it has really failed to come true. Brundage said, one of these days, we're going to get the hitting and the pitching all at the same time. But that has not happened with this team. When they're getting good pitching, they're not scoring any runs, and when they're tearing the cover off the ball, the pitching's been terrible. So there goes the fortunes of baseball, and Rodriguez just took a call third strike, and Fulmer is doing a Cy Young imitation early. 6 pitches, 6 strikes, and see you later on 2 hitters. Here's Gorneau. Fulmer, a ardent Nolan Ryan fan. He hopes to meet Nolan next time the Missions are in Round Rock. And Nolan on the ranch, if you're tuned in by any chance tonight, this guy may be your biggest fan on our club. Gorneau takes it a little high, and it's ball 2-0.
Of course, every pitcher, including Fulmer, is hoping to be successful like Nolan, too.
Well, Fulmer says he would just give anything to get this sit down with Nolan, just shake his hand and maybe talk pitching for a little while anyway. Here's the 2-0 on a ground ball, twisted to the right side. Gandolfo to first, in time to end the inning. And boy, that's a pretty good start tonight for T.A. Fulmer. 3 up and 3 gone here at the top of the first inning. We go to the bottom of the first. We're scoreless here for Wolf Missions Baseball on 680 KKYX.
Solo Mexico, her voice soars above a sweet Spanish guitar. I think of it like Dr. Pepper, originality made her a star. The taste of Dr. Pepper, the taste of originality, salutes individuality, and gives life a personality. Be you, do what you do. Be you, nothing better, Dr. Pepper. And every time on the stage, A child came of age with a song of passion from the heart, and everyone could tell Anna Gabrielle was an original from the start. The taste of Dr. Pepper, the taste of originality, salutes individuality, and gives life a personality. You do what you do. Be you, nothing's better, sounds better. Be you, do what you do. Be you, nothing's better, sounds better.
Saws presents Extreme Water Savers. Anna Jones, a woman who'd walk a mile to turn off a sprinkler.
You don't have to go to extremes to save water. Just do the simple stuff, like landscape your yard with low water use plants, so you can make a difference without getting extreme. For more tips or to learn about great water-saving rebates, contact SAWS at 704-SAWS. Our water, our future.
Hi, this is former Mission Lloyd Bloomquist, and you're listening to San Antonio Missions Baseball.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back. Bottom of the first inning. Missions will send Dustin DeLucchi, Hunter Brown, and Chin Soo Chu here in the bottom of the first inning. Dustin has his mom, Donna, in the stands tonight. And, boy, you talk about a delightful lady. She came up before the game and said hello to Stu and I, or Stu and me. What a delightful visit we had with Donna DeLucchi. Bill didn't make this trip. This is Donna's trip. DeLucchi steps in and immediately obliterates the back into that batter's box, as is his custom. Say hi to Bill DeLucchi tonight. He's taking care of the house. Dustin takes it inside corner, strike one. So, Bill, Donna's here. Looks great. Bill, you did good, buddy. She's a lovely lady. A ball and a strike on DeLucchi. Pitch by Santana is fouled off. Out of play off the left side. Boy, Dustin in the throes of his worst slump of the year. Pitch swung on, grounded to first. Over to the bag, unassisted. DeLucchi is out for his 22nd straight time. Could that be true? For his last 22. Yeah, over a 7-game stretch. But hang in there, Dustin. You'll be coming out of this sooner than later. Here's Hunter Brown, who for the moment is now the Mission's everyday third baseman. I don't know why he wouldn't leave him there the rest of the year. There's a ball high, 1-0. You don't know what might be in the planning stages for the Mission's roster the second half. It's not that Hunter can't play third. It's the fact that he can play third and second and first so well that it takes away some of his game of moving around wherever the club needs him. There's a ball low, 2-0 on Hunter. Pitch on the way and a base hit to left field. Hunter Brown rams one through the hole on the left side. Base hit, giving the Missions a base runner in the bottom of the first for Chin Soo Chu. Chin Soo batting at .282, left-handed batter. Pitch on the way, Brown going, slide into left field, and back and making the the catch is Duncan. Reaching up and snatching that one high over his right shoulder at the last minute. He routined that ball and almost paid the price for it. Chew close to dropping that one onto the warning track. And here's Lindsay.
And close to knocking in Brown, too, but Brown had to go back.
Yeah, Brown was going on the pitch. Lindsay takes a call strike. And it's 0-1 on Big John, a .291 average coming in tonight. Lindsay put his 12th homer last night, grounded foul up the third baseline, his 12th on the year. Now has 38 RBIs, most on the club. Hattiesburg, Mississippi youngster. Say hi to Mom and Dad. Mike back home. Brings a full-game hit streak into play tonight. Takes a call, third strike, and Lindsay is rung up on a delay call by Joe Stegner, the plate umpire. So the Missions go down in the bottom of the first. They get the Brown hit, but nothing more. And we played one, and we head for the second. No score. Missions baseball on 680 KKYX.
Where does your checking account take you? If you're not getting rewarded for your everyday purchases, then you're striking out. Open a member checking rewards account from Security Service Federal Credit Union and earn points every time you make credit purchases with your special rewards debit card. Choose from 7 reward levels and over 50 prizes, including travel, restaurants, merchandise, and major retailers. And for less than the price of peanuts. It's the best way to make the most of your spending. Call 1-866-809-6337 today. Security Service Federal Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Take a double meat Whataburger and top it off with a heaping helping of A1 thick and hearty sauce. Load it up with crispy bacon, American cheese, a pile of grilled onions, and serve it all on a big toasted bun, and you've got yourself an A1 thick and hearty burger. I don't know if there's a Hamburger Hall of Fame, but right now might be a good time to start one up.
What a burger!
Just like you like it.
Step up to the plate to find your next home with the Lind Company and the San Antonio Missions. The San Antonio Missions are #1, and so is the Lind Company, the official home of the Texas Champions. The Lind Company manages over 50 properties with rents as low as $264 to $1,250. Why strike out when you can hit a home run with the Lind Company? Visit our interactive website at thelindco.com, spelled L-Y-N-D, or give us a call at 798-RENT at 798-7368.
Hi, this is former Mission Brian Falkenberg, and you're listening to the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Here's McPherson leading off for the Travelers. McPherson, Mathis, and Jason Espito. Espito is coming off a 3-day suspension for an incident in Arkansas that got him suspended when he bumped Brian Moon in a dispute against the Missions on the last road trip. McPherson, former delivers, and McPherson fouls it up and back, out of play.
It'll be a matter of time if feelings still run high.
I was talking to a couple of Missions about the incident. One Mission said it's kind of a carryover from the Cal League. Strike on the outside corner. That there's a little history with this Espito, put it that way. And that's all I know. He's a fiery guy. Here's the 0-2. And a ball high and away, and it's 1-2 on Dallas, McPherson. One of the most feared hitters in the Texas League. Likely, those of you who are going to see him play tonight or tomorrow, Saturday, you'll probably not see him again this side of Anaheim. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, a soft roller to second. Gandolfo's play to first is in time. McPherson so far in this series is 1 for 4 with a single and 2 strikeouts. He has scored a run. Here's Jeff Mathis. Mathis, the DH tonight. Getting a night off from behind the plate. A fly ball to left. Shin Su is back. Now he looks up, well shy of the warning track, and makes the play on it. At 7. 2 gone here in the top of the second inning. And here is Espito. Espito, a left-handed batter. Pitch to him is fouled back, and it's 0-1. He's a talented young guy. He's still on that prospect list. He was born in 1979, January 3rd. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And he's down 0-2. Hitting .263 with 6 homers and has driven in 27 runs. Outfield plays him straight up defensively. The pitch swung on, foul back. Former coming right at those hitters tonight, pitching inside then on Espito. He just couldn't get through on that fastball. Here's the pitch. It's low and outside that time, 1-2. Play in the top of the second. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and a ball sails high and away, 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ball dips low inside, ball 3. One thing about Espito, and the reason he gets hit a lot, Missions hit him 3 times in the Arkansas series. All were breaking balls down and in the area below his knees. 3-2 pitch. He's right on top of the plate. Swung on a fly ball. Popped up the left side. Back is Brown. Now Menchaca calls him off and had the better angle, and Eddie makes the play on it. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Fulmer has retired all 6 hitters he's faced. And we'll be back with more after this on KKYX.
The best of the best summer sales drive is balloon savings on Texas Edition Tundras to $4,000 total at your Toyota Town dealers.
It's Alamo Toyota right now outside the airport on Loop 410 Northeast.
Get $3,000 rebates on Tundra plus $1,000 in value package savings.
Save $4,000 total today at Cavender Toyota near the Northwest Loop 410 in Bandera. The keys are ready.
This Tundra's crawling with extra features: chrome wheels and running boards, stainless steel exhaust tip, custom carpet mats, and Texas Edition badging.
Near I-35, exit O'Connor. See the team at Universal Toyota for giant savings.
Save $2,500 total on Pre-Runner Extra cabs with Texas Edition packages.
0% financing's in effect on Tundras, Access cab, and regular cabs.
But you've got to act now. Hurry to Red McCombs Toyota on I-10 just outside Loop 410.
Log on at Toyota.com and get to your Toyota Town dealers today.
Get the feeling. Toyota. Rebate from GMS, GST, and TDA on Access Cab Tundra SR5 V8 with Texas Edition package and 7162, 7164 pre-runners with Texas Edition package and 7604 offers mutually exclusive with approved credit offers may vary by region.
You're rounding third, and they're sending you home, but not without some delicious chicken from Church's. Whether it's a solo shot or a grand slam, Church's Chicken will make sure you've got what everyone wants when you touch home. Go by Church's today and pick up 12 big juicy pieces of chicken for only $7.99, marinated from inside out with their own blend of seasonings. It's what real chicken is all about. Or how about 3 big juicy pieces plus some fries for just $2.49? For $2.49, that's one mighty good meal. Church's, offer plus tax for a limited time at participating restaurants.
Hi, this is former Mission Kenny Keller, and you're listening to San Antonio Mission Radio Network.
Well, a nice gathering tonight at the Wolf on Dollar Night. One of my clients, Roland's Roofing, is here. They're on the main concourse showing their wares. And they've also got those neat Roland Roofing fans down there. So, you know, the little fan on a stick. It's kind of like a corn dog on a stick, except it's a fan. See a few of them in the stands tonight. Here's Christensen, swings and lifts a fly ball into right center field, pretty well hit. On the run is Garneau, and he makes the catch in right center field, racing to the warning track. Nice play by Garneau. On a ball that had some rise on it. Garneau got there just in time to make the play. He's a tall kid, and if it hadn't been for that extra 2 or 3 inches height, he might not have got that one. Here is Ryan Balf. Switch hitting, left side, pitch on the way, and he takes it high, a ball. Still, the loss of the loss of Dobbs still kind of soaking in. There's a strike, a swing, and a miss. Boy, Greg's been through so much the last couple of years. We're really happy for him. Swung on a foul ball, rolled up the right side. Wish him well, a classy young man. Now he's not that far from his dream. Here's the 1-2 and a call strike 3, and Balf is caught looking. Breaking ball right over the belt buckle. Santana's second strikeout, and here's Guerrero.
Well, Tacoma, the team he got promoted to, home tonight against Salt Lake. Well, the Angels and Mariners AA affiliates are meeting here tonight in San Antonio. Well, the AAA clubs of those two clubs meeting up in Tacoma tonight.
Yeah, it's good to know, partner. We'll flip over and maybe catch that game, see how it's going. If they'll show us a partial box score, perhaps. Guerrero takes a ball outside and takes a second one wide, and it's 2-0 on Christian.
It's good to see 3 guys get promoted. Jared Herman, Greg Jacobs, and Dobbs, all 3 with the club last year.
Actually, Jimmy Horner.
And Horner, yes.
Ball 3 is wide, 3-0 on Guerrero. So 4 missions who began the season here are now in Tacoma. Swung on a ground ball, hit sharply to second. Rodriguez to first to retire the side. And it's a 3-up and 3-down inning. We head for the third. Nothing going on really yet tonight offensively, but there's some great pitching. We'll be back with the top of the third after this on KKYS.
Picture yourself at Wolf Stadium cheering on the Missions with a delicious hot dog in one hand served on a fresh Mrs. Baird's bun and an ice-cold soft drink in the other. Stop dreaming and start looking for Mrs. Baird's Grand Slam Deal coupon in specially marked Mrs. Baird's hot dog and hamburger bun packages. We're talking 4 tickets, 4 small soft drinks, and 4 regular hot dogs with a total savings of $10. Mrs. Baird's, Texas-born, Texas-bred. Proud sponsor of the San Antonio Missions. Look for details on package.
We're having ravioli. It's from Chef Boyardee. Ravioli filled with beef, hot and hearty, fun to eat. You feel it from Chef Boyardee.
Kids just can't get enough of that great Chef Boyardee taste. Tender pasta filled with hearty beef that's covered in the chef's famous tomato sauce is the perfect recipe for mealtime fun.
Hot and hearty, fun to eat. You feel it from Chef Boyardee.
Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
Next time you're at H-E-B or Sun Harvest, ask for Buddy's Natural Chicken and you'll taste the natural difference. Buddy's Natural Chicken is locally grown and distributed statewide from Gonzales, Texas. Fed on an all-natural vegetable diet, are not fed any animal byproducts or animal fats, are not fed antibiotics, and are USDA inspected with no artificial ingredients or preservatives added. All this is unique to conventional chicken and results in a chicken with superior flavor. Taste the natural difference, just the goodness of nature's own ingredients. Ask for Buddy's Natural Chicken at H-E-B or Sun Harvest Grocery Store.
Hi, this is former Mission Brian Fitzgerald. You're listening to San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Third inning coming up. Former facing Mike Elwood, Brent Del Chiaro to follow, and then Carlos Duncan. This is our Texas Insurance Scoreboard third. Boy, a lot of games going on tonight. Among the finals, Cincinnati beat Texas 4-3, Kansas City 10, Atlanta 4, Philadelphia 6, Detroit 2, first game of a doubleheader. And a call strike on the outside corner to Elwood. We're underway in game 2, and the Tigers lead it 3-0 after 2.5. Pitch on the way, high and inside, a ball, 1-1. Seattle winning at Milwaukee today, 6-3. The Red Sox shut out Colorado 11-0. Giants 8, Toronto 5. Here's the pitch. Swung on a pop-up on the infield. Menchaca had short. Squeezes that one for the first out of the inning. One away. White Sox lead at Florida in the fifth, 1-0. Montreal leading Minnesota at home, 3-0 after 4. Anaheim, Pittsburgh, 1-1 in the sixth. A rain delay at Shea. Cleveland and the Mets held up. Oakland leading St. Louis 1-0 in the bottom of the first inning at St. Louis. That's a strike call on the appeal. Del Chiaro is down 0-1. Here's the pitch. Inside, missed at the knees, 1-1. Yankees at Arizona. They may not lose another game. Tampa Bay at San Diego and Baltimore at Los Angeles. Round out the interleague schedule. Strike on the inside corner to Del Chiaro. Texas League, 4 games on tap. Swing and a miss, and down goes Del Chiaro. 3 strikeouts for Foreman. El Paso at Wichita, Frisco at Round Rock, and Midland at Tulsa. Tulsa needs one more win to knock off one of their rivals tonight. Scores courtesy of TIA, the agency with service as big as its name. Duncan takes a call strike on the inside corner. Right now, Former is on top of his game. Say hi to Dan Webster over at TIA tonight. Here's the pitch. Line drive, left field, well hit. That is going to get to the berm, and it's gone. Home run. Well, Duncan actually hit that one off the top of the chain link for a homer. That's the first Arkansas hit, their first base runner, as Former with a fastball that got a little up in the zone, and Duncan jerked it out, his second home run of the year.
Yep, no hitter, perfect game shutout, all gone in one swing.
Here's Callaspo. Inside and high, ball 1. Callaspo struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch. Grounded to second, hit sharply. Up with it, Gandolfo on to first for the out. A run on a hit, no errors, nobody left. On Duncan's homer, Arkansas leads it 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the third. Missions baseball on 680 KKYX.
Fire and desire, Miss Weaver McIntyre. Dr. Pepper, the originality, to inspire. I like the taste of Dr. Pepper, the taste of originality. Salutes individuality, and gives life a personality. Oh, you, do what you do. Be you, nothing's better, Dr. Pepper. Oklahoma girl, from the rodeo world. Broadway fame to soar, with the country sound that changed the world. I like the taste of Dr. Pepper, the taste of originality. Salutes individuality, and gives life a personality. So be you, be you, do what you do. Be you, nothing's better, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper.
Saws presents Extreme Water Savers. Anna Jones, a woman who'd walk a mile to turn off a sprinkler.
You don't have to go to extremes to save water. Just do the simple stuff, like landscape your yard with low water use plants, so you can make a difference without getting extreme. For more tips or to learn about great water saving rebates, contact SAWS at 704-SAWS. Our water, our future.
Hi, this is former Mission Jake Weber, and you're listening to San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Head to the bottom of the third inning. Gandolfo, Menchaca, and DeLucchi for the Missions. Urban Santana has retired 6 of 7 hitters he's faced. The only base runner, a Hunter Brown single in the first. Gandolfo leads it off. Rob hitting .236 off the left side, takes it inside, ball 1, fastball. Here's the pitch, and it's down low and in. Had an inquiry today about the All-Star game. We are not going to broadcast the All-Star game, but you can get it. I'm sure linking up on the Midland Rockhounds website. Go to first in time. Rodriguez, the second baseman, takes that Gandolfo ground ball and throws Rob out 4-3. MidlandRockhounds.org. That's, of course, the www. Here's the pitch on the way, and Menchaca throws that one deep to right. That's going to be over the head of Espejo. Up against the wall in deep right field, and into second with a stand-up double is Eddie Menchaca. He just drilled his 13th two-base hit of the year into right field. Espejo couldn't get there. And the Missions have the tying run at second base with 1 out. So my suggestion to you would be to go to MidlandRockhounds.org, and they'll be able to direct you to the broadcast site on the web on the 21st. Bob Hards will be your play-by-play for us. And a fastball up high and outside, ball 1. And I'm sure they'll put on a good broadcast. Here's DeLucchi trying to snap that dreadful 0-for-22. Swings and loops one down the left field line, slicing. Foul ball, inches foul. That one almost found the corner. for extra bases. He wasn't off that shark mark by more than a foot. And it's 1-1 on DeLucchi.
Well, that's what happens when you're in a slump. Things like that. You just miss foul lines or other things, or when you hit something that appears to be in the gap, somebody runs it down. Those things always seem to happen.
1-1 on Dustin. DeLucchi's been the one picture of consistency since day one, swing and a miss. To see him struggle is hard to watch, honestly, because here's the guy that game after game the Missions have always relied on to get on via a hit or a walk, and he's done it so frequently that it's hard to watch Dustin struggle like he has been. Swings and grounds it foul up the right side. And he'll be out of it soon enough, but for Dustin, soon enough can't come quick enough. I'm sure he can could have probably used that break, but he'll be an all-star in Midland. Here's the 1-2. Checks it high, almost went, but did not. And 2-2 on DeLucchi.
Oh, he wanted to play in that All-Star game. He would have been very disappointed if he didn't get voted in. I mean, he expected it, he wanted it, he got it.
2-2, the count on DeLucchi. The pitch. Takes it in for a call, strike 3. Caught the inside corner, and DeLucchi makes that trip back to the dugout yet another time. Here's Hunter Brown. Hunter rifled a base hit through the hole on the left side his first time up. Menchaca down off the bag at second. The pitch on the way, and Brown fouls it back. Out of play, 0-1. Had a nice email from Hunter's dad, Edmund, a couple of days ago, talking about what he called the splits on his son, Hunter, asking us to help him find out what he does against righties and lefties. Swung on, fouled out of play, and interesting results came up when we went into that part of the stat package. He's hitting .254 against right-handers, well below his .277 average. Against lefties, it's hitting .340. So there is a disparity there between effective against right and left. There's a ball high. He's much more effective against left-handers. Home and away, another interesting note on Hunter. He's hitting a .183 at the Wolf and .336 on the road. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, chopped foul up the third base line, out of play. And one I really like with runners on base, sitting .313, runners in scoring position, a solid .295. So there you have some insight on Hunter Brown. Swung on, gap into deep right center field. Garneau back. He looks up and he makes the catch. Boy, Brown gave that one a big ride, but to no avail. Side retired, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. At the end of 3, 1-0 Travelers. Stu Paul along to take you through the middle 3 when we come back after this on KKYX.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah?
I'm taking Nicorette like you said, but right now I really need a cigarette. And according to my schedule, I'm not supposed to take another piece for 2 hours. So what should I do? And don't tell me to tough it out, because it's not going to be pretty.
Take an extra piece?
Good idea.
When a really tough craving hits, just take an extra piece of Nicorette. As soon as you bite down, it delivers the medicine you need. Nicorette helps you quit one craving at a time. Use as directed. Follow dosing schedule. Individual results may vary. Support program can improve success rate.
Do you want what's best for your family? Well, then give them Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream, made right here in Houston. With a wide variety of flavors, Dreyer's is sure to please every palate. Dreyer's is made with the finest ingredients and no doubt has the best flavor in Texas. Dreyer's Ice Cream is the choice when you want to reward your family with the best. Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream. Give them the good stuff. And remember, when you want the best, go Texan. To learn more about Go Texan, visit gotexan.org.
We're on a mission. North Park Mazda is on a mission to become the #1 Mazda dealer in San Antonio. We're out to be #1 in both Mazda sales and Mazda service. Come get the North Park reputation for both quality and value in our complete Mazda lineup. Visit North Park Mazda, 9333 San Pedro, just north of Loop 410, or log on to our website at mpmazda.com. Come experience the Mazda test drive today, because we're on a mission.
Hi, this is former Mission Brian Sweeney, and you're listening to the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Well, we go to the 4th inning in the second game of this 4-game set. I'm Stu Paul, along with Roy Acuff from the Wolf. And Arkansas with a 1-0 lead. The only hit Arkansas had, there was a big one, a home run by Duncan with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. And that was after T.A. Fulmer had retired the first 8 batters. Javi Rodriguez, the second baseman, leads it off here in the top of the 4th. And Fulmer with the pitch. And it's low and outside, ball 1. Rodriguez was called out on strikes in the first inning. Rodriguez, born in Miami, still lives here in the offseason. In at third is Brown, the 1-0 delivery. Check swing, foul ball rolling toward the right side and out of play. And it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Time is running out in Arkansas. They can only hope that Tulsa can start losing, and the Drillers have won 3 in a row, so they haven't shown any signs. And there's a looper off to the first base side in foul territory, and Lindsey with a running grab. Fine catch by John Lindsey in foul territory, and that's the first out in the top of the 4th inning. Nick Guarno, the center fielder, is at the plate. He bounced to second his first time up in the first inning. Guarno is pursuing his first hit of the series. He had gone 0 for 4 last night and struck out twice. Outfield toward the left. Fulmer looking in to Christensen for the sign. He kicks the pitch on the way. And this one has popped up to the right side of the infield. Gandolfo at second base calling for it. And he has it. 2 quick outs in the 4th. Well, both Irvin Santana of the Travelers and T.A. Fulmer of the Missions locked up in an outstanding pitching duel tonight. Now the big third baseman, Dallas McPherson, will step in, left-hand batter. And he grounded a second in the second. Busy night for Gandolfo with 3 assists and 1 putout in the infield toward the right. John Lindsey is guarding the line at first. Now the kick by Fulmer and the pitch on the way. And a high pop-up hit off to the third base side, and that will drift out of play. 0-1 to count. Arkansas trailing Tulsa by 3 games in the standings in the East. Round Rock has already clinched it in the first half of the West. Here's the kick, the 0-1 delivery. There's a drive hit deep to left center field. 2 going back toward the warning track, makes the catch. McPherson sent it a long way, but Fulmer with a 1-2-3 inning in the 4th. Nothing across. Kelsey Reed, my Great Coast Junior broadcaster, will join me in the bottom half of the 4th
At the end of 3.5, the Travelers lead the Missions 1-0. We're back after this on KKYX.
The best of the best summer sales drive has balloon savings on Texas Edition Tundras to $4,000 total at your Toyota Town dealers.
Get to Alamo Toyota right now outside the airport on Loop 410 Northeast.
Get $3,000 rebates on Tundra plus $1,000 in value package savings.
Save $4,000 total today at Cavender Toyota near the Northwest Loop 410 and Bandera. The keys are ready.
This Tundra's crawling with extra features, chrome wheels and running boards, stainless steel exhaust tip, custom carpet mats, and Texas Edition badging.
Near I-35, exit O'Connor. See the team at Universal Toyota for giant savings.
Save $2,500 total on pre-runner extra cabs with Texas Edition packages.
0% financing's in effect on Tundras, access cab, and regular cabs.
But you've got to act now. Hurry to Red McCombs Toyota on I-10 just outside Loop 410.
Log on at Toyota.com and get to your Toyota Town dealers today.
Get the feeling. Toyota. Rebate from GMS, GST, and TDA of Access Cab Tundra SR5 V8 with Texas Edition package and 7162, 7164 pre-runners with Texas Edition package and 7604 offers mutually exclusive with approved credit offers may vary by region.
Barbecuing tonight, Harry?
Yeah, brisket. Seasoned with Bollner's Fiesta brand brisket rub.
Be prepared for guests when you cook with Bollner's delectable Fiesta brand seasonings and spices, because every time you open a package and sprinkle some on, you'll shake up a Fiesta.
Party, Harry.
Don't start your next cookout without Bollner's. Bollner's Fiesta brand brisket rubs, spices, and seasonings. The best in Texas for 28 years.
Wonderful dinner, honey. Did you put the leftovers in the fridge?
What leftovers?
This is David King of the San Antonio Express News. You're listening to the San Antonio Missions Broadcasting Network.
Home half to the fourth inning. Here at the Wolf, Stu Paul along with Kelsey Reed, tonight's Great Clips Junior broadcaster. As the Missions trail 1-0. Kelsey, how are you tonight?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing just great, thanks. Beautiful night, and how do you like the crowd and the view from up here in the broadcast booth?
It's really good, really pretty.
Well, hopefully the Missions can get things going as they trail by a run as they come to bat in the fourth. And Shin Soo Chu, the left fielder, will step in, and he had lined out to left field in the first inning. Evan Santana, the right-hander on the mound of the pitch, and he thought about bunting, takes it way inside, ball one. Well, you can see Kelsey not really doing all that good as of late, with only 2 hits and 16 times up.
He could probably be doing better.
But he's hitting .282 overall, and we know he has the ability to do better as the pitch is inside and high, and the count is 2 balls and no strikes. Any favorites on the Missions team?
I like TA.
You're pitching tonight, so you picked a good night to come out.
Yes,
sure. Delivery, and a one-hopper hit to first, fielded by Mike Elwood, and he steps on the bag to get 2-1 down. And Kelsey, who's the next batter?
Rob Gordo. Lindsay.
That's all right, John Lindsay. And what did he do his first time up?
0-0.
Well, he took a call third strike in the first inning. No, when you're not used to keeping score for anybody, sometimes you have to do is just find your own system and all that. So just do the best you can. And here's Lindsay, and describe it how you see it.
It's kind of warming up now.
Well, that was the first pitch, and it's high and away, 1-0, but he's still warming up, and he's a good prospect. Well, a ground ball hit toward the middle, and to his right, Javi Rodriguez was there, and a good throw to first. Elwood scooped out the dirt. Good throw considering that he had to go up the middle, and Lindsay is retired, and it is a 4-3 putout. So what are you doing in the summertime? Are you going to...
Actually, we're moving to Idaho.
Oh, wow. Where about?
About Nampa.
Beautiful Napa Valley region. That's the Northwest has always been one of my favorite places to be.
Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about the whole move halfway across the country.
I'm sure you'll get used to it. Ryan Christensen fouls one back, and the count is 0-1 as return throw gets away. Well, here are the numbers here as far as Christensen. What's he hitting there, Kelsey?
1 hour.
1 home run. It's all right. 6 RBIs, you're among friends, and I know you're not used to the symbols here. And what was the next pitch there to Christensen?
Foul.
Low and inside, it's ball and a strike. And the next pitch?
Same thing.
Outside and low. Good. 2-1 to Christensen with 2 down in the fourth. As the Missions trail 1-0, Carlos Duncan had a home run in the third for Arkansas.
Same thing again.
Pitches inside, 3 balls and a strike. Irvin Santana's the first righty that the Missions have faced as far as starters are concerned. It's outside low. What just happened there?
He's walking to first.
That's right. Good. So the pitch low and away and a 2-out walk issued by Santana as the Missions have a base runner and the first walk issued by Irvin. And Ryan Balf will step in. Same thing he did against Lindsay. Do you remember what he did in that second inning? Took a called third strike. K means strikeout, and if I see a batter strikes that swing, I usually put KS, but KC for called third strike. Pitches up high, and that one goes all the way to the backstop, and down to second goes Christensen, and a wild pitch will be tried to Santana. A base hit can score Christensen from second base. Balf ahead on the count 1-0 as the Missions have out-hit Arkansas 2-1. And they lost last night by a score of 6-1. And how many RBIs does Balf have there?
11.
Yes. Santana stretches. Oh, look at that. What was that there, Kelsey?
Wild ball.
Yes. Pitch was low and inside. Gautier can't handle it. 2 consecutive wild pitches by Santana with 2 outs here in the fourth. And Balf is ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. So what do they need in this situation?
They need another strike.
Well, if it's another strike, that would be good, but except as long as he hits it. But that's what they need here, a base hit. And this one is lifted off to the third base side, and that goes foul. And the count is 2 balls and a strike. Well, they got a strike, but Balf hit that one foul. So Christensen leads away at third with 2 outs. Santana ready, and he deals. Oh, what happened there?
Strike.
Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball inside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ryan Balf hitting just 204 coming into tonight's action. Twice he has been on the DL because of a right shoulder injury. Santana's ready. 2-2. What was that last pitch there, Kelsey?
Another wild ball.
Well, not as wild as the other ones, but it was inside. It missed the strike zone, so it's 4-3-2. Cristian Guerrero, the right fielder on deck. There's a fly ball hit to left, and Duncan toward the line, and he's got it. And the set is retired. So the Missions had a chance, but come up short here in the fourth. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 left. And Kelsey, have a safe road to Idaho, and it was great to meet you.
You too.
Be well now. So at the end of 4 from the Wolf, it is the Travelers 1 and the Missions nothing. We're back after this on KKYX.
Hey, Bob!
Yeah?
Almost done up there?
Give me a little longer.
You know we gotta let her go, right?
But she's ours. We raised her, man.
I know, but she's ready now, Bob. Ready for a family.
I can't.
Bob, we've done our best. It's time to just wish her well.
All right. Just give me a minute with her, okay?
You got it, buddy. You know, when you put more care into the homes you build, you get pretty attached. But at Armadillo Homes, we wouldn't have it any other way. Because our family's been building quality homes for 30 years. Homes we'd be proud to have a member of our own family live in. So you can be sure your family will feel right at home. Bob, what if I said we could build another one?
Oh, Bill. Oh, you've made me so happy.
Armadillo Homes, your way home. Visit us at armadillohomes.com.
Nighthawk frozen dinners have been a Texas tradition for over 40 years. Why? Because Nighthawk features top-quality charbroiled beef in its meals. Now Nighthawk is pleased to offer 5 new low-carb meals for those counting their carbs. Items like charbroiled beef patty and broccoli or seasoned beef patty and squash blend are not only great tasting, but have only 9 total carbs per dinner. Look for new Nighthawk low-carb frozen dinners in your grocer's freezer case. Nighthawk. Taste the charbroiled difference.
Hi, this is Ron Renicky of the Anaheim Angels. This is the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Well, we go to the 5th inning, and it's a 1-0 lead for Arkansas. And T.A. Fulmer on the mound. And he is still looking for his first win as a San Antonio Mission. And so far tonight, he has fanned 3, and he hasn't walked about it. He has allowed only 1 runner and had allowed just 1 hit, and that was the home run to Duncan. And that came with 2 outs in the 3rd. As San Antonio's trailing 1-0. And up to lead it off for the Trials here in the 5th will be the designated hitter, Jeff Mathis. Mathis fly to left field his first time up in the 2nd. He is also a catcher when he's not DHing for the Travelers. A 288 hitter with 9 homers and 36 RBIs. Fulmer with the pitch, and it's pulled foul to the third base side and out of play. Strike 1. T.A. Fulmer, born in Houston but raised in Charleston, South Carolina. A longtime Sally League town. Sally League is the South Atlantic League, which is A ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike in the outside corner. So Fulmer comes back with a slider, and Mathis is in the hole, 0-2. Since the home run to Duncan, Fulmer has retired 5 straight hitters, and time is called by Mathis. Missions trail 1-0. Top of the 5th inning. The 2-strike delivery. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And a shift for RDK for kids. 1 down. So Mathis is 0 for 2 in this game. And that's the 4th strikeout for Fulmer tonight. 1 away, and the right fielder, Jason Espedo, steps in, left-hand batter. And the pitch is inside, ball 1. Now the right-hander kicks the 1-0 delivery, and Fulmer took something off that breaks down low. 2 balls to no strikes. Thomas Abel Fulmer. And he kicks and he deals. Fastball is up high, and Espedo ahead 3-0. It was Espedo who was hit by a pitch 3 different times last week in a doubleheader against the Missions in Arkansas. Then he almost had it. Out with Brian Moon. Takes a strike at the inside corner, 3-1, after he was complaining to Rene Cortez, who hit him. While Cortez was pitching in relief, Espedo got tossed from the game. Pitch is low inside, and Espedo walks with 1 out in the 5th. First walk given up by Fulmer. The Travelers had their second base runner of the night. Their first in the inning, and with 1 out, here's the first baseman, Mike Elwood, stepping in. Elwood popped to short his first time up. That was back in the 3rd inning. Elwood, a right-hand batter. He had 2 hits and an RBI last night, through to first, as Espedo gets back. Espedo with only 1 stolen base. He's been caught stealing 3 times. The infield looking for 2, and the outfield toward the left. Here's the sent by Fulmer. And the pitch coming. Strike is called on the outside corner. 0-1. Prior to this series against the Missions, Elwood had a very difficult series up in Round Rock, as he had gone 1 for 10 against express pitching. He has been battling a horrendous slump. Takes a strike in the outside corner, 0-2. Elwood has batted just .209 in his last 34 games, but has had 19 RBIs, so he's been getting some clutch hits from time to time. Hunter Brown is deep at third. Now the set by the right-hander Fulmer. The 0-2 pitch. Outside and low. And a good block by Christensen as Espedo has to hold it first, and the count is a ball and 2 strikes. It is dollar night here at the Wolf. Dollar hot dogs, dollar pizza, dollar soft drinks, and dollar beer. Just like every Thursday night game. These two pairs will be added tomorrow at 7:05. There will be Missions Beach Towel night. The first 2,000 fans coming to the park will receive a beach towel. 1-2 pitch and a chopper to the third baseman Brown. He goes to second, not in time. Throw to first, not in time. Brown had to go to his left to field the high chopper. And the throw was not in time to Gandolfo. As he covered second, Espedo was safe there. He was hoping he would still have a play at first, but it was too late to get Elwood, and all hands are safe. It'll be an infield hit for Mike Elwood. So the Travelers have runners at first and second. Only one out, and Brent Del Chiaro, the catcher, will step in. He struck out back in the third. Ruddy against Ruddy. The look and the pitch. And it's inside and high, ball 1. Brent Del Chiaro had spent time with the Travelers a year ago. Now time is called, and Scott Butler, the pitching coach, wants to go out to have a word and try to settle down Fulmer. By the way, the sponsors for tomorrow's event will be SunGuard and Ken's 5. And then there will be a fireworks show this Saturday after the game when these two clubs meet for the final game of the 4-game set. That game will start at 7:05, and the first gate will open at 6 o'clock. And the fireworks show will follow the game at the Wolf, and then the All-Star break. And the Missions start the second half of the season against El Paso on Wednesday, June 23rd, here at the Wolf. El Paso in for 4 games. Here's to set the 1-0 pitch. In there for a call strike, and it's a ball and a strike. The on-deck batter is the man who is responsible for the long run of the game. Left fielder Carlos Duncan, who had homered with 2 outs in the third. Jason Espedo off second. Mike Elwood off first. Fulmer's ready. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Foul back, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Del Chiaro. Del Chiaro asking for time. Now he steps back in. Espedo, who's on second, had walked, and Elwood had reached on an infield single. Now the 1-2 pitch. Outside and low, slider missing, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outfield a bit toward the left. The infield still hoping for a double play. Missions trailed by just a run here in the 5th. They don't want to trail beyond that. The pitch. And this one has popped up in the foul territory along the third base side. Brown in front of the Missions dugout, and he makes the catch. That's a big out. There are 2 gone. Del Chiaro fouls out to the third baseman, Hunter Brown. And the left fielder, Carlos Duncan, will step in. Duncan had homered off the chain link fence in deep left field in the third, and it was his second round tripper of the year. Right-hand batter. Like Del Chiaro, Duncan spent time with the Travelers last year. Ryan Christensen, the catcher, telling the infield to spread out now with 2 outs. It's starting to get overcast here in San Antonio as Fulmer is ready. Checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch on the way. And a call strike at the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Duncan with 3 hits in the series against the Missions, including 2 last night. He had 3 RBIs in last night's game and 1 so far tonight. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball is high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Duncan, a fine defensive outfielder with a fairly good arm. Of course, his brother, one-time big leaguer Mariano, a pretty good hitting shortstop with a number of teams, Yankees, Dodgers, Phillies, to name quite a few. And Carlos is hoping to follow his brother to the big leagues. Gandolfo's near the bag at second. The stretch, the 1-1 pitch. Pulled foul on the third base side and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Duncan has been a pro since 1995. He started his career with the Phillies organization. He'll be 27 at the end of the month on June 30th. Here's the set. 1-2 delivery. Outside and low. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count on Duncan. Angels had signed Carlos Duncan as a free agent back in December of 2001. 2002 with Rancho Cucamonga in Arkansas. He had a combined 21 home runs and 91 RBIs, his best year as a pro. Now the runners lead at first and second, and time is called, and Carlos Duncan will step out. Arkansas at 500, 33 and 33, and 3 games back at Tulsa. They know they're on life support at this very moment. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So Duncan fans, and that's a shift for a decay for kids. And Fulmer with 2 in this inning, and he now has 5 in the ball game. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, and 2 left. At the end of 4.5, it's still Arkansas 1, San Antonio nothing. We're back after this on KKYX.
Does paying your bills the old-fashioned way have you ready to throw in the towel? Are you looking to change the way you control your finances without breaking your budget? Now you can. At Security Service Federal Credit Union, open any checking account with direct deposit and get free bill pay. Save time and money by paying your bills online anytime with Bill Pay, the ultimate money management tool. Security Service Bill Pay will change the way you look at paying bills forever. Want to learn more? Go online at www.ssfcu.org and give Bill Pay a test drive. Security Service Federal Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Saws presents Extreme Water Savers. Anna Jones, a woman who'd walk a mile to turn off a sprinkler.
You don't have to go to extremes to save water. Just do the simple stuff, like landscape your yard with low water use plants, so you can make a difference without getting extreme. For more tips or to learn about great water saving rebates, contact Saws at 704-SAWS. Our water, our future.
Have you heard of the spectacular Concord Athletic Club and Spa? Located on Jones-Malsburger, north of Highway 281 across from the Quarry Market. The Concord has everything you need in an athletic club and spa. Whether you prefer a traditional workout or an innovation mind-body experience, the Concord has it. If a relaxing massage or facial is what you're looking for, you can find that at the Concord as well. For your free 3-day trial, call 828-8880 today. That's 828-8880. Call now and get acquainted with San Antonio's finest athletic club and spa.
Hi, this is Edgar Martinez. You're listening to San Antonio Mission Baseball.
Well, we go to the home half of the fifth inning, and the Mission still trail 1-0 to Arkansas. So right-hander Urban Santana is working on a 2-hit shutout as Cristian Guerrero will probably get it started for San Antonio here in the fifth inning. Missions will have the bottom third of their batting order as Guerrero digs in and takes the pitch outside for a ball. Guerrero grounded out his first time up. Right-hand batter. Guerrero pitch. High chopper. Hit to third. McPherson waits for Diaz. Throw to first. A high throw. But Elwood does a great job keeping his foot on the bag. Guerrero's retired, 1 down.
I want to remind our fans the David King bed signing is Saturday night, 6 p.m. on the main concourse. San Antonio at Bat is the name of the book. And David will be down there with some of the principals in the book that are in it and mentioned. Jerry Grody and company, people like that.
Rob Gandolfo singles one to right field through the hole between first and second. Espino gets it back in, and the Missions have their third hit of the ball game with a tying run on first with 1 down.
We've heard about the book. It is a marvelous book on the history of professional baseball in San Antonio. And David will be down there to sign books for you that night, Saturday coming up, 6 p.m. here at the Wood.
Eddie Menchaca, right-hand batter and shortstop, steps in. He had double to right in the third inning. I'm very excited about reading that book. I can hardly wait. Real comprehensive history of San Antonio baseball. And a swing and a miss, strike 1.
Al Lamacchia will be there, and Jerry Grody. And many other former Missions and San Antonians who have a piece of Missions professional baseball history will be there as well.
Running goes, hit and run. Ground ball, deep and over short. Fielded by Cayespo. Long throw to first, and it's in time. And Menchaca's retired, 2 outs. And on the play, Gandolfo moves to second base. Here's Dustin DeLucchi stepping in. DeLucchi still battling that horrendous slump as he has gone 0 for 2. He has grounded out and took a cold third strike his last time up. Santana comes set. Missions need a hit now to tie it up. Pitch is way inside for a ball to the left-hand hitting DeLucchi, 1-0.
You talk about overdue, boy. Dustin is due to rip one to the gap. He has really gone through it last week.
0 for his last 23. Elwood's in at first to pitch, and it's in there for a called strike. 92-mile-an-hour fastball thrown by Santana, and it's a ball to strike on DeLucchi. Travelers lead 1-0 in the home half of the fifth as Rob Gandolfo is on at second base. With 2 men away, and time is called as Brent Del Chiaro will go out to have a word with Santana. Now play will resume momentarily as DeLucchi steps in. Santana comes set. 1-1 pitch, and he bunts it foul on the third base side, and out of play, and DeLucchi behind, the ball and 2 strikes. With the exception of the second inning, the Missions have had a base runner in every other inning, at least one. The infield a bit toward the right, Santana has gone to the belt, and time is called. DeLucchi will step out. DeLucchi's mom will be here for the remainder of the homestand. Earlier this spring, Preston Stampede has visited the Alamo City. 1-2 pitch. Lined and caught at third by McPherson. He did not have to move. Side retired. Well, that's what happens when things don't go your way. And Verlucki hit it hard, but right to McPherson, and that will do it for the Missions in the fifth. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. At the end of 5 from San Antonio. It's the Arkansas Travelers 1, the San Antonio Missions nothing. We're back after this on KKYS.
Motown sound, like Smokey Robinson found. Like Dr. Pepper, it's originality known world round. The taste of Dr. Pepper, the taste of originality. Salutes individuality and gives life a personality. Be you, do what you do. Be you, nothing's better. Dr. Pepper. Streets of Detroit, to the point of soul. Like Dr. Pepper, this hot tenor will be love forever. Yeah, be you, nothing's better. Dr. Pepper, be you, do what you do.
You're rounding third, and they're sending you home, but not without some delicious chicken from Church's. Whether it's a solo shot or a grand slam, Church's Chicken will make sure you got what everyone wants when you touch home. Go by Church's today and pick up 12 big juicy pieces of chicken for only $7.99, marinated from inside out with their own blend of seasoning. It's what real chicken is all about. Or how about 3 big juicy pieces plus some fries for just $2.49? For $2.49, that's one mighty good meal. Church's, offer plus tax for a limited time at participating restaurants.
Hi, this is Mickey Hatcher of the Anaheim Angels. This is Texas League Baseball on the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Well, the Missions still trail 1-0 as we have 5 in the books here at Wolf Stadium. Game 2 of this 4-game set between the San Antonio Missions and the Arkansas Travelers. D.A. Fulmer has pitched well, but Ervin Santana has been a little bit better, as Fulmer will try to continue to keep Arkansas off the boards until the Missions can get at least a run or so. And, boy, I'll tell you, it's just been very frustrating that the Missions, and we said it before, can't put good pitching and good hitting together. Top of the order, Alberto Castro leads it off, grounds one towards second on the first pitch, fielded by Gandolfo. On the first in time to Lindsey, 1 out. So Castro is 0 for 3, and he has grounded out twice to the second baseman, Rob Gandolfo. Boy, what a nice crowd tonight, huh? Oh, yes. Wow. We've got close to $5,000 here this evening. Away, and the second baseman, Javi Rodriguez, steps in. Swing and a miss. Fulmer took something off a little bit, and the count 0-1. Boy, I'll tell you, it's just so nice to see so many people come out to the park over the last week or so here at the Wolf. It's beautiful. There's high fly ball. It's a deep left field. It is way back, 2 going to the wall. That ball is gone. A home run. This Arkansas team continues to get the long ball, and twice they have sent Fulmer deep. Duncan homered in the third, and Rodriguez homers with 1 out here in the 6th. That's his first of the year, and the Travelers have a 2-0 lead in the top of the 6th inning. Nick Goyo, right-hand batter in center fielder, takes one way inside, ball 1. Fulmer had brushed him back a bit on that fastball inside. Down the 1-0 pitch. And a foul ball hit to the right side without a play. 1-1. Well, Arkansas didn't have any homers last night, but they have 2 tonight. They had a number of home runs last week against the Missions in Arkansas. High chopper hits the short. Menchaca waits for the hop. He has it. Throws, and it's in time to Lindsay at first. Too long.
Yeah, they had a 4-home run game back on the 11th, 6 days ago, up with Ray Render, McPherson, Elwood, Garneau, and McPherson again. And then they had a 3-home run game in the first game of that doubleheader. They had 7 on the day. McPherson had 2 of the 3, he and Garneau. So 7 homers in the one day in that one doubleheader. Last time the Missions faced the Crabs.
McPherson with 4 of them in that doubleheader. And it's held off one pitch, and he fouls off the next one. It's 0-2.
And then McPherson hit another solo shot on the getaway night. So they had 8 in all in the series.
Infield to the right, the 0-2 pitch, and a swing and a miss. McPherson strikes out on a high fastball. So Homer has struck out 6, but Arkansas adds another run here to 6th. On the one hit, the home run by Javi Rodriguez. Nobody left at the end of 5.5 for the Wolf. It is now the Travelers 2 of the Missions Company. Roy and I will be back for more Missions action. After these words, I'll take KYX.
Your business is one of a kind. A one-size-fits-all insurance plan just won't do. Texas Insurance Agency, Inc. has the answer. With a tailored program designed for your business, we're able to combine precise amounts of service, value, and options to give your business exactly the coverage it needs. Call us at 210-366-0671 to find out more about our comprehensive, customizable insurance offerings at competitive prices. Whether you need commercial property, general liability, workers' compensation, or group health and life benefits, Texas Insurance Agency, Inc. can put together a tailored program that works for you. Don't settle for insurance that doesn't fit. Get precisely the coverage your business needs. Call today, 210-366-0671. That's 210-366-0671.
Doge's rice is grown, milled, and packaged right here in Texas and delivered to stores near you. The Doge's are the rice experts, ensuring you the freshest, highest quality rice and taste that you've come to expect. The Doge's offer a variety of products, from their most popular and rich long-grain rice to their economical budget brand rice. And to make cooking easy, Doge's Roux is perfect every time. Doge's Roux makes cooking gumbo, fricassee, stew, and gravy fast, easy, and delicious. Doge's Rice Milling Company. Quality products, quality service, quality people. Serving Texas for over 20 years. So go Texan and pick up the red, white, and blue bag of Doge's Rice and Roux with the State of Texas logo in your favorite supermarket today. Take it home and cook up something good.
Hi, this is Missions President Burl Yarbrough. You're listening to the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Well, so far, it's the Travelers 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. The Missions, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. Hunter Brown will lead it off as we move to the home half of the 6th. Brown with a base hit and 2 times up. He got the base hit in the first inning. So if you're interested in obtaining home or auto insurance, call the friends at Texas Insurance Agency for a quote. Get better service and a better price as Brown takes a strike in the outside corner, 0-1. So call Michael Grossman or Susan Douglas, and they'll help you. 210-366-0671. The 0-1 pitch, it does a drive in the left center field. Racing Harder is right as Strummo. He can't get this one. It's all the way to the wall. Brown will dig for second. The throw gets back to the short, and Hunter Brown leads off with a 2-bagger here in the 6th inning.
Well, there's a lad that wants to stay in that lineup every day. Just pencil me in, Skipper, at third base. Boy, Hunter rode that one really well to deep left center.
That will bring the tying run at the plate of the form of Shin-Soo Choo. He is 0 for 2. He has lined to left and is grounded out, left-hand batter. Tulsa and Midland tied at 1, top of the 5th from Giller Stadium. Round Rock leads Frisco 2-1 after 3 from the Dell Diamond. Wichita 1, El Paso nothing. And the pitch is swung out, down to the second. Fielded by Rodriguez, going to his left. One play as he spins, and it's on to first in time to Elwood. One down, but Sue did a good job. He kept the ball away from Brown, who moves down to third.
And Rodriguez made a heck of a play to the hole to his left. That ball was smoked. You can't hit a ball much harder than that on the ground, and it was a wicked one-hopper that Rodriguez was quick enough to make the play on. Nice play.
Outstanding play. John Lindsay, the Mission's home run leader with 12, is off for 2. Infield halfway in. Santana Diaz, swing and a miss, strike 1. John with 12 home runs and 38 RBIs. He has had his ups and downs as of late, but continues to improve at first base. Lindsay with a 4-game hitting streak. Prior to tonight's action, outfield straight away. Santana's ready, the 0-1. Check swing. The appeal, yes, says the first base umpire, Todd Waters. Crowd disagrees. So according to Waters, the first base umpire, John couldn't hold up. It's 0-2.
That hurts. He puts Lindsay in an 0-2 hole, and not being a real good breaking ball hitter, it really makes him vulnerable. It takes the pitcher out of having to throw a fastball.
Missions trail 2-0. They have a runner at third with 1 out of the 6, and time is called. John will step out. In the meantime, let's check on some of those scores. Cincinnati beat Texas 4-3. Kansas City over Atlanta 10-4. Philadelphia 63 to a final. Rain delay at Philadelphia in the second game of what is a doubleheader. As the pitchers foul away, and the captain hold it 0-2. Seattle has come back to defeat Milwaukee 6-3. Boston 11, Colorado nothing, a final from Denver. Giants beat Toronto 8-5. White Sox in Florida tied at 1. Bottom of the 9th inning. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and Lindsay upset with himself. A big strikeout for Santana, and now they're 2 men out. It's up to Ryan Christensen. Misses it, left 4 on base going into the inning. Rhino line to right in the second and walked in the 4th inning. Minnesota 5, Montreal 3, home half of the 8th. Pittsburgh leads Anaheim 5-2, top of the 9th. Rain delay in New York between the Mets and the Indians at Shea. And a swing and a foul ball back at the strike 1. Oakland leads the Cardinals 1-0, bottom of the 4th in St. Louis. Baltimore batting at the top of the 1st in L.A. They're just underway. Also getting underway, the Yankees in Arizona and Tampa Bay and San Diego. Only National League game, Cubs lead Houston 2-1, bottom of 6. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The Cubs have owned the Astros at Minute Maid Park this week. And that's a look at the scores. Astros dealt Richard Hidalgo today. Shot for the Mets. And didn't get a lot in return, I didn't think. There's a line drive, caught, and the jump by Rodriguez to second base for goal. Over wide, and the drive fell. And Christensen was on the second, a high throw. It's still down to the left center, but backed up by Gordo. The miss is going to break. Rodriguez had it in his glove and couldn't hang on to it. And in his haste, turned to throw. He threw it wide. A run is in. Christensen, the tying run, down at second. It's an error close to ending that inning. Well, Rhino hit that one very, very hard. He scorched it. And Rodriguez, he was handcuffed. Personally, I think it should have been a hit. Right off this one on the ground. What a pitch! And underneath the glove of Elwood. In the right field. Pitches to the round third. He's heading home. The throw put off by Elwood. The distance is scored. Southpaw first. The game is tied at 2-2. A base hit for Bow. And he gets an RBI. That last run will be unearned against Santana, but the game is tied at 2. They go a hit run on first base with 2 outs, and Christian Guerrero is the batter. Former Brewer farmhand. The delivery was funded by Santana's all the way, ball 1. Sure, Rodriguez, the second baseman, has to be upset with himself for not hanging on to that line drive that Christensen had hit. Roddy against Roddy, the delivery, swing and a miss. It's a ball to strike on Guerrero. 98 miles an hour. Wow. Guerrero has grounded out twice. 208 hitter coming into the game, but he has really had his problems hitting here at Bull Stadium. The 1-1 pitch and a half swing. Gusser hit foul on the third base side. It's a ball, 2 strikes. At home, Guerrero's hitting just 111. The road, a little bit better, a lot better actually, 264. 1-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat, a foul ball heading into the Travelers' dugout. Goff, who is running on contact towards second, has to go back to first, and the count still remains with a ball, 2 strikes on Christian Guerrero with 2 outs. In the 6th inning, 2 runs in, and the game is tied at 2-2. Santana delivers. Swing and a miss. Guerrero strikes out. Santana kept the fastball away from him as he fans to the 6th inning, but not before the Missions. Tie it up with a pair in the 6th. 2 hits, 1 costly miscue, and 1 left. And Roy himself will take you along for the 7th inning on. After 6th in the roof, the game is tied at 2. We'll be back. Missions baseball on the home of the Missions, 680 KKYS.
Picture yourself at Wolf Stadium cheering on the Missions with a delicious hot dog in one hand served on a fresh Mrs. Baird's bun and an ice-cold soft drink in the other. Stop dreaming and start looking for Mrs. Baird's Grand Slam Deal coupon in specially marked Mrs. Baird's hot dog and hamburger bun packages. We're talking 4 tickets, 4 small soft drinks, and 4 regular hot dogs with a total savings of $10. Mrs. Baird's, Texas-born, Texas-bred. Proud sponsor of the San Antonio Missions. Look for details on package.
It's grilling season again, and here in South Texas, it's hard to beat the taste of kielbasa sausage. Since 1949, the kielbasa family has used nothing but the finest meats and freshest spices to bring you the best Polish, all beef, and beef jalapeno sausages. In fact, the kielbasa family stands behind their product with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. The best sausage you've ever eaten or your money back. Kielbasa, give them a try. You'll see why they're the best in the business.
New Millennium Wireless, taking your calls to the next century. Stop in to New Millennium Wireless, a T-Mobile authorized dealer, and sign up for 600 whenever minutes with unlimited nights and weekends and nationwide long distance and roaming included, all for just $39.99 a month. Plus, get a free Nokia 3595, SRP $49.95 after a $50 mail-in rebate. Call us today at 210-623-9000. Some restrictions may apply. See printed materials at New Millennium Wireless, a T-Mobile authorized dealer, for complete details.
Hello, this is Dave Niehaus, voice of the Seattle Mariners, and this is Texas League Baseball on the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
We have good time for this day of Missions history, brought to you by Church's Chicken. Full pockets, full flavor, full life. June 17th, 1998, the Missions Class 4 Wichita pitchers. The 21 hits to the 15-10 win at Wichita. Peter Cocherod leads the attack with a 3-run homer and 5 RBIs. Very good. Thanks, partner.
Seventh inning. Jeff Mathis leads off and takes ball one from T.A. Fulmer.
Don't forget, Roy, that's the State of Michigan's history brought to you by Church's Chicken, and I know there's one near you.
Oh, absolutely. Big pieces, little prices. Rolled up the first baseline. Fulmer off the mound toward first. Has it, flips over to security out. T.A. Fulmer, aside from those two long balls, has spun a masterful game tonight. He's allowed only 3 hits, but 2 of them round trippers. And here's Espito. Here's Fulmer's pitch. That's in for a call strike in the inside corner. He is just he's in a good rhythm. Pitchers have rhythm too, and if you don't, you're in trouble. There's a ball outside, and T.A. didn't have his good rhythm his first 2 mission starts, but the last 2 times out there, he seems to be in control of the strike zone. Foul back out of play, and it's 1-2.
One thing that impressed me, Roy, the 2 home runs that he gave up that didn't bother him, he just went back and pitched his normal game, and he's pitched very well.
Well, the home runs are going to happen.
Oh, yes.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on a beautiful changeup. Down he goes. This will likely be the last go-round for Fulmer. Still a chance to win it tonight. Aaron Taylor's up and throwing, and we were told earlier today that Taylor expects to go 2 innings tonight, and those innings would be 8 and 9. Pitch on the way, fly ball, left center, in is DeLucchi, Elwood is out on the first pitch, and T.A. Fulmer finishes off a classic performance here tonight. He will get the handshake as he goes down into that Missions dugout. We go to the bottom of the 7th. All tied at 2-2. Missions baseball on 680 KKYS.
The third base coach. He doesn't get much attention. You've never heard of a third base coach groupie, have you? But he's vital to the success of the team. His experience and knowledge of the game can mean the difference between scoring a run or getting thrown out at the plate. Allstate agents play a similar role to the third base coach, although they have experience with much more than just home. They can help with auto insurance, life insurance, and your retirement needs as well. And they'll do it without using any crazy signals. They'll help you understand the coverage options available so you can find the one that's right for you. You deserve a team with big league experience. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands?
To get a team with big league experience, just visit your local Allstate agent or click on allstate.com. Insurance subject to availability and qualifications. Allstate Insurance Company, Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, and Allstate Indemnity Company, Norfolk, Illinois.
Global Services and Kyocera make your business life easier. Here's Gary Wilson with Wilson Architectural Group to tell you how Global Services works for his company.
Probably the best thing I can say about our decision to go with Global Services is that I can't tell you very much about our machine. I haven't had to get involved with it. Global has solved our problems.
Call Global Services today at 210-462-2272. That's 210-462-2272.
Hi, this is Texas League President Tom Kaiser. You're listening to the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Urban Santana is still out there for the Travelers. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is likely that Fulmer is gone, although he went down he didn't go down the steps to the dugout where Scott Butler was. That's normally the tip-off when the pitching coach shakes your hand, the skipper, you know you're done for the night, but he went on the other side where some players you look for as part of the game to kind of get a feel for how long the pitcher's going to work. And Gandolfo tried to bunt that one and fouled it off, and it's 0-2. But earlier reports were that Taylor would go 2 tonight. And since there are only 2 innings left, I would assume the 8th and 9th inning. Swung on, foul out of play. So Aaron's time has come. Bill Bavasi is in the house tonight, the general manager of the Seattle Mariners. Haven't seen him. I heard he was here. Gandolfo takes that one for a ball, 1-2.
Boy, his dad, Buzzy, the longtime Dodger GM, he had a brother Bob that owned a team in Everett, which is now affiliated with the Mariners, then with the Giants.
1-2 pitch, that hit him. Gandolfo is hit by a pitch on a breaking ball that dipped down inside, caught Rob on top of the left foot. And Santana puts the first batter on here in the 7th inning.
Tried to go inside and it just got away. And I know pitchers hate to do that, especially when they have 2 strikes in the batter, regardless of the count.
Here's Venchaka, maybe has to bunt here, and he takes a ball outside. Well, if there was ever a dead ringer spot to put one down, it's right here. There's no doubt about it here. Watch Grundy play it another way, but here's this is a 100% bunting situation. There's just no way around it. Strike called at the level, 1-1. McPherson right on top of the plate as he crashes down from third. And Chaka looks up to Grundy. 1-1 the count on Menchaca. Again, shows bunt and pushes it in front of the plate. The catcher go to first in time. Del Chiaro to Elwood for the out, or to the second baseman Rodriguez. The side bunt, it goes 1-4. And on the play, Gandolfo to second.
Very good bunt, just bunted it right in front of the plate. It was a chopper, so that enabled Gandolfo. It's a time to go to second. Del Chiaro, with only one play, as you pointed out, getting the shutout at first base.
Well, Gandolfo has speed, and Belucci has the means to drive him in. He's overdue at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded right side, and through for a base hit. Around third, Gandolfo coming to the plate. Belucci is on with a base hit, and the Mission breaks through and takes the lead in the 7th inning, 3-2.
And he was almost caught up between first and second, but nobody was covering first. Elwood could not get back in time, and as you said, Roy, a hit all the way. And Mosquito came up throwing, but the throw was a little bit late. And also, as you said, with the speed comes in the score. And Belucci almost got caught up, but nobody covered first, so he was able to get back. So that brings us up. There's 20th RBI. The Missions take the lead for the first time tonight.
Belucci was willing to give himself up if the ball had been cut off. He was going to be the sacrificial Belucci just to get that run in. But no one covered first, and he was able to get back without a throw. Here's Hunter Brown. He's 2 out of 3. So Dustin snaps the drought at 0-for-24 with a clean single to right. Driving in, Gandolfo with the lead run. Hunter Brown, 2 out of 3 tonight. Pitch on the way, Belucci goes, sliced foul, right side, out of play. 0-1 on Hunter Brown.
He swung at ball one on that, trying to protect the runner. Almost hit one toward the line, but it did slice, and it's a 1-strike count as Belucci has to get back.
The hit and run was on, and Brown, the ball was just a little wide. Wasn't able to get the part of the bat on it that he needed to get on it to drop it into right field. So Gandolfo has to go back to first, and we'll start over. 0-1 on Brown. He's up there off the right side. Santana ready to pitch. Swinging, missing. A breaking ball in the dirt away. It's 0-2. Santana, 1-2 pitch. Checks it. Did he go? No. Ball low. 1-2 on Hunter. One ball, 2 strikes on Brown. Go to first, runner back. Here's the 1-2 pitch on Brown. It is low inside, ball 2. Batsman that Santana served against Gandolfo coming back to haunt him. 2-2 on Brown. 1 out here in the 7th. A run in. DeLucchi the lead. Santana steps off and takes a move over that way. Just received a beautiful email from the Penn captain. Chassis. There goes the runner inside. Throw to second. The tag is in time. DeLucchi is out. Paul Chandler says the tag came on the top of the head as DeLucchi was sliding toward the bag at second. Stealing. Count goes full on DeLucchi or on Brown at 3-2. That'll go from 2 to 6. Swung on, pop back out of play. Well, there goes a chance to get a runner in the scoring position. It was a close play, but Dustin called out by Paul Chandler.
He's had a lot of stolen bases with Tadroy, but he's also been caught stealing 9 times now.
Well, he's about 50-50 on steal attempts. Swung on, grounded foul over third. He's stolen 10, caught 9 times. Kathleen Chassie writes, hello guys, just wanted to thank you again for being so nice. I'm at work with my mom. She said I could send you an email. We are listening. I found out about Mr. Gregg. I'm so happy for him. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lifted back. Kathleen, a big Ray Dobbs fan. She says she's going to miss her buddy so much. Greg really did help me get through so much, and he was such a special person. He deserves to live his dream. I told him all he had to do was believe. That's a ball low, and it's ball 4 on Brown. And she closes. I hope you come to the park again and root on my missions. I still have some friends on the team that need some help to believe. Thanks so much, and hope to see you soon. Kathleen Chassie. Yeah, that's nice.
Well, yeah, in case if you're just listening in, Greg Dobbs getting promoted to AAA Tacoma. of action that Arkansas bullpen, and out comes the pitching coach, Craig Roman, to have a word with Santana.
Well, Kaplan, Chancey's such a special person, and we've been honored to get to know him.
Love that smile. I love when she calls us Mr. A and Mistress too. So does our bus driver, Rafael Flores.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. The throw to second. Not in time. Round six. Round 7 back. Two looking high a ball. And now the Missions with 2 outs will still have a run on a few base hit. Here's Santana's look, and the pitch. Swung on, loop into center field. It's Gorno on to make the catch for the out. And Chu is 0 for 4 tonight. In the 7th, the Mission score to break the tie. A run on a hit, no errors, 1 left. At the end of 7, the Missions 3 and the Travelers 2, and we're back after this on KKYX.
The best of the best summer sales drive is balloon savings on Texas Edition Tundras to $4,000 total at your Toyota Town dealers.
Get to Alamo Toyota right now outside the airport on Loop 410 Northeast.
Get $3,000 rebates on Tundra plus $1,000 in value package savings.
Take $4,000 total today at Cavender Toyota near the Northwest Loop 410 in Van Vera. The keys are ready.
This Tundra's crawling with extra features, chrome wheels and running boards, stainless steel exhaust tip, custom carpet mats, and Texas Edition badging.
Near I-35, exit O'Connor. See the team at Universal Toyota for giant savings.
Save $2,500 total on pre-runner extra cabs with Texas Edition packages.
0% financing's in effect on Tundras, access cab, and regular cab.
But you've got to act now. Hurry to Red McCombs Toyota on I-10 just outside Loop 410.
Log on at Toyota.com and get to your Toyota Town dealers today.
Get the feeling. Toyota. Rebate from GMS, GST, and TDA on access cab Tundra SR5 V8 with Texas Edition package and 7162, 7164 free runners with Texas Edition package and 7604 offers mutually exclusive and free credit offers may vary by region.
For hot, delicious, unique Mexican food, experience Casa Real, serving San Antonio the flavor of Mexico for over 10 years. Casa Real opens every day with a lunch special from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. with happy hour till 7 p.m. Casa Real offers a sizzling fajita dinner for 2 Monday through Thursday for only $12.50. Book your next private party at Casa Real by calling 684-5100. That's 684-5100. Gift certificates are also available. Casa Real, uniquely Mexico in flavor, serving Missions fans the flavor of Mexico right here in San Antonio at 6868 Ingram Road in Ingram Square.
Hi, this is former Mission Willie Bloomquist, and you're listening to San Antonio Missions Baseball.
Aaron Taylor, who continues his rehab assignment with the Missions, making his 4th appearance, no record of 3.3 ABRA. 2-2 positions of pitching so far. 1 run, no hits, 1 walk, 2 Ks. And Brent Chiaro will lead it off for the 8th. Missions lead 3-2, and back to Roy Acuff.
Thank you very much, Stu Paul. This is Taylor's 65th appearance as a Mission. Over the span of a couple of seasons, El Chiaro takes a call strike. Pitch on the way and a ball low. Taylor with that shoulder repaired says he may never be a 96, 97 mile per hour guy again. Swung on, lifted back. But he says in the grand scheme of things, I may end up being a better pitcher because I'm having to learn how to pitch now. Those are almost verbatim the words of Aaron Taylor, who knows there's more to the game now than throwing 96. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The delivery swung on and missed. He struck him out. 89 with a little cutter. And Del Chiaro is gone on strikes. Taylor's only 2 appearances behind Jared Herman for most ever by a Mariners Mission. Swung on, foul back. Duncan down 0-1. Infield has Brown at third, and then Chaco at short. Gandolfo at second, Lindsay at first. Chu, DeLucchi, Guerrero in the outfield left to right, and Christensen behind the plate. 0-1, the count on Duncan. Big right-hander delivers. It's a ball low. 92 on the inside corner down. Tell you one thing, no way Duncan can hit that pitch, but he was a little too far inside. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Slider, 85. One out. Look in for the sign. Delivery. Foul back. He reached out and fought off a breaking ball. Looked like. Well, he took a little off the fastball. One and two. The pitch. It hit him. That one hit him. Or did it? Maybe not. Duncan ducked away, skipped away from a ball that was in the dirt deep inside, and thought the way he reacted, it hit him, but it did not.
Well, he didn't argue, so apparently it did hit him, so it's still a strike.
Hit the bat. There's the ball low and away, and it's 2-2 on Duncan, so it was a foul ball. On a check swing, Duncan trying to move out of the way of a ball down and in. 2-2 the count on Duncan. He homered his first time up. Got the first hit off Fulmer tonight. Pitch. Swung on, chopped toward third, roll it, let it go, Hunter. And he did, and no harm done on a foul ball that dribbled up the third base line. 2-2, or 2 balls, 2 strikes to count on Duncan. 3-2 our score. Missions lead at top of the 8th inning. Missions right-hander T.A. Fulmer allowed only 3 hits through 7 innings tonight. And if Aaron can hold it, he would be the winner. Here's the pitch. Swung on, a base hit to left field. 93-mile-an-hour fastball that Duncan got around on and pulled through the hole between third and short. Single.
Didn't quite hit it that hard or sharply, but found the hole, as you said. And he is the tying run for Arkansas with 1 out here in the 8th inning, and now the top part of the order comes up for the Traps.
Here is Callaspo, and this club can hit. Make no mistake about it. We're getting toward that middle part of the order where the real danger lies. Throw to first, runner back. Callaspo, a threat to go. He's stolen 9 bases. He's the only real base-stealing threat. Arkansas doesn't run that much. It's probably another reason why they have not done better in the first half. There goes the runner, grounded to third. Brown looks to second, no play. On to first to get Callaspo. And Arkansas's manager Boykin sent the runner on the perfect pitch. Otherwise, that'd been a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play.
And an easy one because the ball wasn't hit very hard. A chopper went right to Brown, who was swung in. But he had only 1 play, and he got the sure out at first.
Here's Avi Rodriguez. He also homered earlier. Aaron licks him over and delivers. And it's low, a ball.
By the way, Roy, the line on T.A. Fulmer, 7 innings, 2 runs, both there in 3 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts.
Beautiful job tonight by the South Carolinian. Beautiful job. Pitch on the way, and that's in for a strike. Took a lot off there. That's 80 miles an hour. That's a Taylor changeup. With a little break on it. Out of Hiara, Georgia. Taylor delivers, swung on, slice foul to right. Taylor wears number 13 across the back of that road white top. Let's see if he'll reach back and get as much as he can on this fastball at 1-2. See if he can finish Rodriguez here. The look, the pitch, lined into right center, down for a base hit, and we're tied. So Taylor gives up the tying run on a looping single to right. And Fulmer is off the hook for a decision.
Just looped it in there, just a perfect spot. Nothing that Taylor could do, nothing that DeLucchi can do. He was in pursuit from his spot in center field, hustled as hard as he could, but it fell right in there. And Rodriguez has 2 of the 3 RBIs that Arkansas has tonight.
So Aaron could not finish him at 1-2, and here's Garneau. Throw to first, runner back. Tulsa and Midland tied tonight. Last report. Throw to first, runner back. Here's the look, and the pitch, a pitch out, no one going.
Oh, I thought for a moment that they had Rodriguez dead drives off first, but I think Christensen didn't seem too sure. Apparently, Lindsey was not in full position to take the throw at first base, although he was close to the bag anyhow.
Taylor ready. Here's the look at the pitch. Runner goes, pitch is high, a double pump throw to second, no chance. Rodriguez in with a steal. There's no way Rhino can expect to get him on a double pump look. Rodriguez too fast, and he has stolen it. And the tie-breaking run is now at second base.
Just couldn't get a good grip on that throw either, Roy.
Pitch on the way to Garneau, and a swing and a miss. 2-1 on Garneau. He has a tendency to strike out. Well, $5,000 here tonight. $5,085 in the yard. 2-1 to Garneau. The pitch on the way, and it's ball low. Snap throw to second, runner back. 3-1 on Garneau. On deck, McPherson, who play in the 8th inning. Midland, Tulsa, 1-1, 7th inning. Grillers have not claimed it yet, or have not eliminated Arkansas as yet. 3-1 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to third. Nice stop down to his left. On to first. In time to win the inning. Boy, nice play by Hunter Brown, sweeping to his left. Throwing out the runner. But the Travs tie it in the 8th inning. A run on 2 hits and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Missions 3 and the Travelers 3. And we're back after this on KKYX.
There's a dream to life, and your heart to tell you you're one of a kind. This is your time, just be you. Rise up, be strong. Nothing's better. Dr. Pepper. The taste of originality, Dr. Pepper. Salute individuality, Dr. Pepper. Do what you do, your moment has come. You're not like anyone. Nothing's better. Dr. Pepper. Do what you do, your moment has come. You're not like anyone. Nothing's better. Dr. Pepper.
Saws presents Extreme Water Savers. Dave Melman, a man who knows when to come in out of the rain and doesn't.
Hey, you don't have to go to extremes to save water. There's a lot you can do with very little effort, like checking your pipes and fixtures for leaks. It will save you water and money, and it will make a difference without getting extreme. For more tips or to learn about great water-saving rebates, contact SAWS at 704-SAWS. Our water, our future.
Hi, this is former Mission Brian Falkenberg, and you're listening to the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Bring on O'Sullivan here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Mark O'Sullivan, 6'2", right-hander out of Andover, Maryland. Or Andover, Mass, I think. That MA is a Massachusetts abbreviation. I think Maryland's ND, maybe. I don't know. I think it's Andover, Mass. And here is Lindsay leading off the bottom of the 8th inning. And he takes a call strike. O'Sullivan into work, a right-hander. So Santana's night is done. That's a call strike, 1-1 on Lindsay. Pitch to him, swings, slices it foul, right side. O'Sullivan 3-1 with a 6.03 ERA. He's made one start, 22 appearances out of the bullpen. Santana, 7 innings of work tonight, and pretty effective. Ball high, 2-2 on Lindsay. Three Missions runs tonight off Santana, and the ball low. And 2 of those earned on 6 hits. 3-2 pitch on the way to Lindsay. Here it is. It's low inside. He walks him to open the 8th inning. O'Sullivan giving up a leadoff pass to Lindsay in the bottom of the 8th. That brings up Christensen. While Menchaca's was a dead perfect bunting situation, Christensen's is not necessarily. He takes a fastball high and in. He did square the bunt. McPherson and Elwood both crashed down the line, and out comes Kernan Ronan. Rhino indicated bunt. That's probably why O'Sullivan came up in the zone to try to get a pop-up. The Christensens and the Lindsays, the Balfs, they don't bunt a lot. And when you ask one of them to do so, it's not a given it's going to be executed. They're making their money driving runs in, not moving runners over. But there's a necessary time. There's a bunt. It's a bad one. It's foul back high off the screen. 1-1. Again, it's just a lack of familiarity with the art of bunting. They just don't bunt that much. 3-3 ball game, bottom of the 8th inning. He shows bunt again. And the throw to first puts Lindsay back on the bag.
By the way, on Santana, I had him for 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, and a hit batsman.
And 2 wild pitches.
Yes. In succession in that 4th.
1-1 pitch. He slices or shoots that one out of play. The bunt came off, and RC swung through it and sliced it off the right side. Sniffing that one. So probably scratch the bunt here with a 1-2 count.
I want to risk bunting into a 3rd strike. Got to get that man over at least, even when making contact.
1-2, the count on Christensen. The pitch. He struck him out. Couldn't catch up with a heater. So O'Sullivan's first strikeout. And that brings up Bauer.
Yeah, no contact there. And Bauer trying to find himself, although he had an RBI single his last time up.
Bauer drove in the run his last time to the plate, 1 out of 3. Pitch on the way, and he swings and rolls it foul up the right side, out of play, 0-1. The count on Bauer. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. Vero Beach, Florida is where Ryan calls home. The delivery a little high and away, 2-1. Originally from New York, Cornwall. 2-1 pitch, swung on, grounded sharply to second, and into right field for a base hit. Heading for third is Lindsay. That one off the glove of Rodriguez at second, and it's a hit for Bauer, the second of the night. And as it slowed down in right, Lindsay came on over. And here's Guerrero. Sometimes it's not how quickly it gets through the hole, it's how slowly. And only because that one was hit off the glove of Rodriguez was Lindsay able to go to third. It's a funny game, this baseball. Rodriguez almost makes the play, can't do so, and Lindsay, who would have normally stopped at second on the hit, manages to get to third when Rodriguez stopped the ball's motion in shallow right. Now the ball's momentum. Here's Guerrero, he's 0 for 3. Pitch is in for a strike at the knees, 0-1. Well, the Missions a chance here right now to win it, or to take the lead to the 9th. The possible game-winning run at third base for Guerrero with 1 out here in the 8th. Chopper to third, and it is a fair ball. It hits the foul line. Stopping at third is Balvin into second. Guerrero with a double.
plate umpire Joe Segner. It went right toward the corner as Lindsay had no trouble scoring. Outfitted all the way to third. He had ideas, but Lundy held him up. That's a big run. Now the Missions hoping to get an All-State Insurance run as they lead 4-3. There's still only one out. Now the infield will be in as runners are at second and third. As the next scheduled hitter is Rod Gandolfo, Rick Tornson.
Yeah, a big looping bouncer over the head of McPherson, and it came down right on the line.
Rick had been warming up.
Plate umpire made a good call on it. It hit the stripe, and it's a double for Guerrero, and the Missions lead 4-3 in the eighth. Infield in for Gandolfo, and he takes a strike on the inside corner. So the Missions, they have a 4-3 lead in the eighth inning. Count, the pitch. Swung on, line to deep right. It is hooking foul.
Well, at the moment, Aaron Taylor, if the Missions can hang on to this lead, could be the winner. And O'Sullivan now the pitcher of record on the short side of a 4-3 score. And, of course, we know that Thompson will come on in the ninth inning when Arkansas comes to the plate. And they'll have McPherson, Mathis, and Espino, a very tall order for Guttormson.
Here's the 0-2 look and the pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Gandolfo stays alive. Just got a piece of that one. And it's 0-2.
That's why it's important that Missions can get another run or two here, because that McPherson, a scary player with those 20 home runs. I'd rather have him leading off being down by 3 instead of being down by a run.
And we'll see if Rob can get it done here. O'Sullivan from the stretch. The pitch. Swung on. Sliced that one foul into the seats over the Missions dugout up the third baseline. Count stays at 0-2.
Well, Arkansas with their bullpen woes continuing, just a nightmare season for O'Sullivan, although he did have 2 scoreless innings last week in one of the games against the Missions in Little Rock.
O'Sullivan from the stretch. The pitch. Swung on and fouled back again. Gandolfo is hanging in there. Infield in. Missions have runners at third and second, Balf and Guerrero. The 0-2 pitch is lined again. Foul up the first baseline. Boy, Gandolfo has seen everything Sullivan has, plus some. He has seen all the pitches.
Well, can you imagine if Rob you get a hit here, you'd have 5,000 fans screaming like there was 10,000 at the park.
5,085 on hand tonight. The pitch, and it's ball outside and low, 1-2. So this has been a good at-bat for Gandolfo. He has worked the pitcher to the max. Left-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled it off. One ball, 2 strikes on Gandolfo. Looking O'Sullivan over. Here's the pitch. Swung on, chopped over first, and foul by inches. Oh! Up the line. Just foul. Oh, man, close. But clearly foul from up here. And Rocco hitting .286 his last 14 games over a 2-week period or so. O'Sullivan ready to pitch. Swung on, loop into left field. That's down for a base hit. One run in to score. Here comes Guerrero. He scores. Gandolfo is hung up between first and second. They're probably going to tag him out, and they do. But he drives in a pair of runs with a looping single to left. And Rob gets a big hand as he leaves. Listen to this crowd. They're going crazy.
Allstate Insurance Run Parade brought to you by Allstate. And you're in good hands with Allstate and good hands with Rob Gandolfo. That play off first goes 7-6-3. But Rob gets 2 big RBIs. The Missions lead 6-3 here in the 8th.
Bases empty. Menchaca at the plate. Swings and misses. Boy, Menchaca or Gandolfo. What an at-bat. He fouled off. 7 straight pitches before finding one he could drop in for a single. 0-1 to Menchaca, and he takes it high, a ball.
And after that base hit, Ricker Tresson resuming his work out there in the Mission bullpen, and of course he'll come on to face Arkansas on the top of the 9th.
That's a breaking ball strike to Menchaca, and it's 1-2. So Rob Gandolfo back in the lineup tonight. Likely on a regular basis with the Dobbs call-up. Strike 3 called. Menchaca caught looking. And that ends the inning. But not before the Missions score 3 times, 3 runs on 3 base hits. No errors and nobody left. We go to the 9th. Missions 6, the Trans 3. We're back after this on KKYS.
8-figure contracts, multi-million-dollar signing bonuses, million-dollar incentive clauses? Yes, professional athletes get paid a lot. But hey, you expect them to. After all, they're in the big leagues. Now, Allstate's in the big leagues, but that doesn't mean you have to pay a lot. In fact, you may be surprised to learn that 7 out of 10 drivers who switched their auto insurance to Allstate said they saved money. And you can always expect great service, even if your Allstate agent happens to pull a hamstring playing softball. Big league insurance for less. That's Allstate's stand. Are you in good hands?
For more information, visit your local Allstate agent. Call 1-800-ALLSTATE or click on allstate.com. Allstate, proud sponsor of the 2004 U.S. Olympic team. Based on information reported by new Allstate customers. Insurance subject to availability, qualifications, and policy terms. Allstate County Mutual Insurance Company, Irving, Texas.
We're on a mission. North Park Mazda is on a mission to become the #1 Mazda dealer in San Antonio. We're out to be #1 in both Mazda sales and Mazda service. Come get the North Park reputation for both quality and value in our complete Mazda lineup. Visit North Park Mazda, 9333 San Pedro, just north of Loop 410, or log on to our website at mpmazda.com. Come experience the Mazda test drive today because we're on a mission.
Hi, this is former Mission Kenny Keller, and you're listening to San Antonio Mission Radio Network.
Aaron Taylor back out there to hopefully finish this deal off tonight. Johnson stays warm in the pen, but Taylor was committed to 2 innings of work tonight, and this is not unfamiliar territory for Aaron by any stretch.
He was so used to Gontrolson coming in, but yeah, he'll be ready just in case. But he was capable, no doubt, of finishing off the team. Pitch
Pitch on the way, and it's skied high and deep to left field. McPherson is going to be out on the first pitch. And he picked one out he thought he liked. And McPherson tonight, Big Mac is 0 for 4. And here's Mathis. Mathis has flied to left, struck out, and rolled to the pitcher. Taylor in a position to get the win. Pitch on the way, swung on, missed for a strike. 6-3, Mission's lead it, ninth inning. A loss eliminates Arkansas from the Texas League East. And maybe more than one club goes down tonight. The pitch on the way, and that's a pop-up on the infield. Menchaca crawling everybody out of his way, and he makes the pass. The second out for Jason Esquito. Well, the Missions wanted to be the team that would knock Arkansas out of it. Chris Key mentioned that to me just a few days back. That's a ball high, and it's 1 ball and no strikes on Esquito. Left-handed batter. It's not a lot of bad blood here, but a little. With the Esquito incident, strained relations somewhat, I guess, between the two clubs. Ending up with a 3-day suspension for Esquito, who is at the plate as we speak. Pitch on the way is high, ball 3. 3-0. See if Aaron can get the automatic home here. He does not. It's ball 4 low. Esquito to first with 2 out in the ninth. And here's Elwood. It's 1 out of 3. Right-handed batter. So now the batter becomes doubly important for Taylor. Otherwise, if he doesn't get him, the tying run to the plate in Piara. Taylor set the pitch. It's high, ball 1. Missions with 3 tie-breaking runs in the bottom of the 8th. Hoping to get this series even with a win tonight. The pitch low inside, ball 2.
Well, here comes Grundy, but I think he may just want to talk to him. We'll see how much gas in the tank Taylor still has left. But as you pointed out, Thompson ready just in case, still warming up there a little bit in the bullpen to stay warm.
Now he's asking Aaron how he feels. Grundy doesn't want to risk letting this thing get away. Now here comes the plate umpire out. And Grundy will make his way back to the dugout. A 2-0 count on Elwood. With 2 out and a runner at first in the 9th inning. Well, the mission is clear. Get Elwood or give it to Guttormson. There's ball 3 high. It would do Taylor a world of good to finish a game from his confidence standpoint. The physical is one thing. The mental part of the game is the other for Aaron to recover. That's the strike. Unbelievable. out here, how am I going to do it in Seattle? 3-1 pitch. Grounded to third and past third into left field for a base hit. And 2 on and 2 out. And out comes Brundage, and that will do it. So Aaron Taylor cannot finish. And Guttormson is going to come on here in the ninth. Try to secure that final out.
Well, here's Guttormson's numbers, Roy. 2-3, a 4.33 ERA. This will be his 27th appearance, the second most of the mission. And he's going to go after his 8th save. And in 35 and a third innings, he's allowed 41 hits, 20 runs, 17 earned. He has walked 13. He has fanned 28. And he'll be facing the tying off the plate in the form of Brent Delquiel with Espino on second and Elwood on first base. And, of course, Taylor went as far as he could, and I think it was a good point to make. Just want to try to keep his confidence up. But for walking in the single, and Grundy felt he had no choice, and why would bring in Guttormson, and that's exactly what he did.
The only... I've got Gomez available on their bench. And Tommy Murphy available over there. And I think Murphy's going to come out and hit.
Yeah, I see Murphy with a stick in his hand just on the object circle right now, taking a practice swing. So you're right. It is Murphy, and a righty-lefty switch by skipper Ty Boykin of Arkansas.
And Murphy's a switch hitter. He'll have the lefty on righty switch with Guttormson working for him. You couldn't hand the ball to a hotter Mission pitcher than Guttormson, who has really gotten the job done of late. With his 26th appearance or 27th appearance, he's looking for his 8th save. And over Goody's last 5 outings, 4 saves and a 1.17 ERA. So here is Murphy facing Guttormson, 9th inning, game on the line. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Murphy was first ball swinging. 2 on, 2 out, 9th inning. 6-3 Missions. Murphy stands up and steps out, and Christensen meets Guttormson halfway to the mound to make sure they're on the same page. We'll switch signs here with the runner at second. When you switch, you got to be on the same page for sure because of the danger of throwing something the catcher's not looking for. Here's the 0-1. Inside and low, a ball. Two out. 6-3 our score. The Missions lead. Guttormson delivers. And that's high, a ball, 2-1. On deck is Carlos Duncan.
He's had a good night tonight, too, including a home run.
Outfield is straight away on Murphy. DeLucchi in center, Chu in left, Guerrero in right. 2-1 to count on Murphy. The pitch on the wall. Swung on, popped up, and back in the seats. No play. And the count goes 2-2. Crowd on their feet. 5,000 plus here, hoping to see Guttormson finish it on this pitch. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded to first. This will do it. Lindsay to the bag. Unassisted. Missions win. Arkansas is out of it. That eliminates the Travelers. And the Missions get the series even at a win each. And Guttormson nails down his 8th save. Murphy rolling out to Lindsay. In the 9th, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. Final score, Missions 6-3 over the Travs. We'll be back with our star of the game right after this.
I plan to use the word free 6 times in the next 30 seconds. Here goes. Guarantee Bank has just introduced Guarantee Check Free, a free checking account that gives you free online banking and free ATMs anywhere when you have direct deposit. That's free ATMs no matter whose they are. You'll also enjoy our legendary Guarantee Bank customer service. That's free too. So hurry into Guarantee Bank, where we promise I'm your guarantee. $100 minimum opening balance. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Meet the Verizon Yellow Pages. Let us work for you. You can count on us to help grow your business. You'll pay up to 50% less for an ad in the Verizon Yellow Pages than in the other books. If you act now and place one ad, you'll get another free. Soon, the Verizon Yellow Pages, also known as America's Best Yellow Pages, will be on doorsteps in your area. They'll help you reach more customers that are ready to buy, in print or online with superpages.com, the true #1 online Yellow Pages. Put us to work for you. Only the Verizon Yellow Pages can help you get more customers for up to half the price. Plus, you'll get a free ad just for placing one. And soon, you might be calling the Verizon Yellow Pages your best employee. In the book and online, Verizon Yellow Pages and superpages.com. Verizon. Claims based on studies for Verizon Information Services and 2003 Yellow Pages IMA published rates. Some restrictions apply. Contact your Verizon Super Pages representative for full offer details.
Hear that sound? Take a look at your seatbelt and make sure it's fastened. Because this month, Texas will be taking extra steps to enforce seatbelt laws. If you, your front seat passenger, or children under 17 aren't buckled up, get ready to pay up. Because you can be fined from $25 to $200 plus court costs.
Ouch!
Or someone could be injured or killed. So buckle up, because you probably don't want to hear this sound.
May I see your driver's license?
Between May 17th and May 30th, including Memorial Day weekend, Texas is stepping up law enforcement for seatbelt violations. Click it or ticket. Brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation.
Kids just can't get enough of that great Chef Boyardee taste. Tender pasta filled with hearty beef that's covered in the chef's famous tomato sauce is the perfect recipe for mealtime fun. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
The at-bat. You really did string that O'Sullivan out tonight.
I was just trying to battle and hope for a mistake, and I ended up getting a change-up left up out over the plate and was able to punch it through over there.
Is that one of your longest at-bats as a Mission? I remember one a couple of years ago in El Paso that was lengthy, and you ended up getting a base hit and drove in a couple of big runs, and I'm thinking about that in the back of my mind, how when you get extended at-bats, you seem to always find a way to get it done.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do of late. Earlier on, I was making a lot of early outs in the at-bat, and I'm just trying to be a little more patient, see more pitches, and paid off tonight.
Well, it was good to see you in there again tonight. You had a couple of hits and scored a run, and drove in a pair. This season you've been playing more than you've ever played before, but over the last 5-6 days you haven't seen much action. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. That's just we ran into a bunch of lefties there, and Bundy likes to fill around the lineup a little bit from here time to time. So
Well, how big a win was this tonight? You eliminate Arkansas, so you get to play the true spoiler.
There you go.
You knocked them out.
Thank you.
Officially. But how about the team, the psyche on the club? There's a lot going on in that clubhouse, and I know it's been a little difficult the last couple of weeks with all the changes and everything, and you're one of the clubhouse leaders. How have you and the players dealt with everything the last 2 weeks?
We just, being around the last couple of years, and 2 years ago, we were in the same type of situation, and I've seen both sides of the coin, and you just got to keep, stay relaxed, stay focused, and come to the park every day to play, and sometimes you have to have a short memory and just keep plugging away because it's going to get better. Baseball's like that.
Yeah, it is. It's a funny thing. Skipper's told me about, 6 weeks ago or so, he says, one of these stretches, we're going to get the hitting and the pitching together. Mm-hmm. It seems like when you've had one, the other hasn't been there so far this year. Right. Boy, if a club is ever due to get them both, we are, aren't we?
Absolutely. And baseball is like that also. You see it at the big league level. You need them all. You need the pitching, the hitting, the defense. To work more times than not. And that's just the way it's been. We've been getting pitching, not swinging the bats, or swinging the bats, not getting the pitching, or screwing something up in the field.
I know.
But
are you looking forward to the break, kind of air it out? Kind of get away from it for a few days and relax a little bit. What are you going to do on the break?
I'm probably going to lay low. On off days and stuff, I usually take the day off. Because over the course of the season, it becomes a grind. So
it does.
You got to take your time off when you can get it, because we don't get much.
I'm sure your folks are tuned in. Your mom back in Dumont tonight. Anything for the folks back home?
Just tell everybody I said hi. I'm doing all right.
Stu, anything you want to add before we let him go back and get dressed?
Rob, I'm sure this had to be a big momentum builder. It's just one of those halves. How do you think is the mental approach to the team now, especially since the starting pitching has picked up quite a bit on this whole stand?
Like I said, we just got to come to the park every day to play. It's going to work out for us. We have some talent on this team, and we're better than how we played this first half.
Rob, want to send you over to Tony Roma's on the break on the River Walk. They're famous for ribs. So dinner for you and a friend over the break, and enjoy.
Sounds good.
And we will see you in the clubhouse later on tonight.
All right.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Roy. Thanks, Steve.
Yep. Rob Gandolfo has been our guest, and what a class act that young man is. He drove in the 2 key runs in the bottom of the 8th to send the Missions on their way to a 6-3 win here at the Wolf tonight. And here are the final totals in tonight's game. For San Antonio, 6 runs. These are unofficial, 9 hits. I have no errors for the Missions tonight. And 6 left for the Missions. Arkansas, 3 runs, 6 hits. They committed 1 error and stranded 5. The winner was Taylor. Aaron is 1-0. The loss goes to O'Sullivan. He's now 3-2 on the year. And Rick Gutornson comes on to nail down his 8th save. So good job, Goody. And also, would be derelict not to mention the tremendous performance of T.A. Former tonight. He worked his first 7 innings, allowed only 3 hits, Steve.
Oh, just an outstanding performance, and he's really getting better and better. And I like to see back-to-back performances from every starter. And Former certainly was very courageous. He gave up a couple of home run balls, but I didn't think the home runs bothered him. He just went right back to his rhythm. As you said, rhythm is important. He had it tonight and pitched an outstanding ball game. It's just a shame he himself couldn't get the win, but fortunately the Missions came back and did win the ball game.
There you go. So that's it. That's our story tonight. Missions win it, get the series even at a game each. Game 3 tomorrow night. And we are excited about getting a win here. It's been a while. We snapped a little 3-game losing streak with the victory. So that's our report. I want to invite you to stay with Stu for the postgame show, see how Tulsa's doing in Midland. That game is still tied as we take the break. And so stay tuned for Stu's Texas Insurance Agency Scoreboard Show, which follows immediately right here on AM 680 KKYX.
San Antonio Missions Baseball has been brought to you by Dr. Pepper, by Church's Chicken, full flavor, full pockets, full life, by Security Service Federal Credit Union, it pays to know us, by Whataburger, just like you like it, by San Antonio Water System, SAWS, our water, our future, by the Texas Department of Agriculture Go Texan program and these great Go Texan partners, Dreyer's Ice Cream, Boulder's Fiesta Spices, Nighthawk Frozen Foods, Doge's Rice Milling, and Buddy's Natural Chicken. Good people, great products. By Kielbasa, the best sausage you've ever eaten, guaranteed. By Mrs. Bears. By Nicorette. By Toyota and your Toyota Town dealers. By Land of Frost, great tasting lunch meat. And by SAMissions.com. Now stay tuned. The Texas Insurance Agency Scoreboard Show is coming up next. Right here on the home of the Missions, 680 AM, KKYX. San Antonio Missions Baseball has been brought to you by Dr. Pepper, by Church's Chicken, full flavor, full pockets, full life.
Spanish guitar, and a bit like Dr. Pepper. Originality made her a star. The taste of Dr. Pepper, the taste of originality, salutes individuality, and gives life a personality. Be you, do what you do. Be you, nothing better, Dr. Pepper. And every time I stage, a child came of age with a song of passion from the heart, and everyone could tell Ana Gabrielle was an original from the start. The taste of Dr. Pepper, the taste of originality, salutes individuality, and gives life a personality. Be you, do what you do. Be you, nothing better, Dr. Pepper. Be you, do what you do. Be you, nothing better, Dr. Pepper.
It's grilling season again, and here in South Texas, it's hard to beat the taste of kielbasa sausage. Since 1949, the kielbasa family has used nothing but the finest meats and freshest spices to bring you the best Polish, all beef, and beef jalapeno sausages. In fact, the kielbasa family stands behind their product with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. The best sausage you've ever eaten for your money back. Kielbasa, give them a try. You'll see why they're the best in the business.
Welcome to the Texas Insurance Agency Scoreboard Show, the official postgame show of the San Antonio Missions Baseball Club. Texas Insurance Agency, with service as big as our name. Now, for a complete wrap-up of today's game, plus a look at all the latest scores, let's go back to the ballpark.
Well, the Missions did something that Grundy was anticipating for a long time and wanting. Quality starting pitching, good hitting, timely hitting, and the Missions got both tonight as he took Game 2 of this 4-game set and knocked the Travelers out of contention for the first half East place as the Missions win it tonight with the Wolf by a score of 6-3. The line total in the ball game for the Missions, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They lost 6 runners on base. And for the Arkansas Travelers, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 miscue, and 5 men left on base. The winning pitcher, Aaron Taylor, his record 1-0. A save for Rick Gudjonsen, his 8th for the year, and a loss will be charged to Marco Sullivan. His record falls to 3-2. Time of the game, 2 hours, 33 minutes, 5,085 on hand here at the Wolf tonight on the stellar night. Even though T.A. Fulmer did not get the decision, another quality start for the young man from South Carolina. Despite giving up 2 home runs, he had 7 strong innings and allowing 3 hits, walking only 1 and striking out 7. And a good job by Rick Gudjonsen getting pitch hitter Tommy Murphy, who was the tying run at the plate with 2 on and 2 outs in the 9th inning to pick up his 8th save. Rob Gandolfo and Cristian Guerrero, the key men and heroes of the 8th inning. Guerrero with his game-winning RBI double, and Rob Gandolfo, after fouling off so many pitches, delivered 2 insurance runs, Allstate insurance runs, with a looping 2-run single in the left field off the changeup, and the Missions have themselves a 6-3 victory here at the Wolf tonight. Missions are now 28-40 in the first half, while Arkansas falls to 1 game under 500, and they're 33-34. Let's take a look at the Texas League scoreboard. It's in the 7th inning with Midland batting, and the score is tied at 1-1 from Driller Stadium between the Midland Rockhounds and the Tulsa Drillers, both teams getting a run in the 2nd inning. It's in the top of the 6th inning from Round Rock, and Frisco is leading Round Rock 4-2, so they're hanging on for dear life, and they're batting in the 6th inning. They scored 2 in the 5th to break a 2-2 tie. Wichita, they're also hanging tough. They're blanking El Paso 4-0. They got a run in the 4th and 3 in the 6th, and the Diablos batting in the top of the 7th inning. So the teams that need to win tonight, except for Arkansas, are doing just that, although Tulsa is tied at 1 going into the 7th. I'll be back with a look at the Major League scoreboard, but first this message from the Texas Insurance Agency.
Your business is one of a kind. A one-size-fits-all insurance plan just won't do. Texas Insurance Agency, Inc. has the answer. With a tailored program designed for your business, we're able to combine precise amounts of service, value, and options to give your business exactly the coverage it needs. Call us at 210-366-0671 to find out more about our comprehensive, customizable insurance offerings at competitive prices. Whether you need commercial property, general liability, workers' compensation, or group health and life benefits, Texas Insurance Agency, Inc. put together a tailored program that works for you. Don't settle for insurance that doesn't fit. Get precisely the coverage your business needs. Call today, 210-366-0671. That's 210-366-0671.
I have to do is confirm something on the scoring. When Christensen hit that line drive that was taken and then dropped by Rodriguez, he got credit for a base hit. And then a throwing error by Rodriguez. There was a bad throw that enabled Hunter Brown to score the first run of the ball game for the Missions. And then, of course, Bout's RBI single scored Christensen from second. And, of course, that tied the game at 2. And then the Missions getting a run in the 7th and 3 in the 8th to win it. So, in the meantime, what we do is look at the Major League scores, as we do have quite a few on hand. Bottom half of the 8th inning in the second game of the doubleheader in Philadelphia as they resumed after a rain delay. And the Phillies hoping to make it a sweep over the Tigers. They lead Detroit 4-3 as the Phillies bat in the bottom of the 8th from Citizens Bank Ballpark in Philadelphia. And the Phillies won the opener over the Tigers by a score of 6-2. These are all finals. Cincinnati edged Texas 4-3. It was Kansas City 10, Atlanta 4. Seattle over Milwaukee 6-3. Boston 11, Colorado nothing. Giants over the Blue Jays 8-5 in San Francisco. Florida 2, White Sox 1. Minnesota 6, Montreal 4, and Pittsburgh over Anaheim 5-2. Now some other scores actually that we still have going on. Bottom of the 7th inning from Shea Stadium after a rain delay there, and the Mets lead the Cleveland Indians by a score of 2-0. Last of the 8th in St. Louis, that Oakland leads St. Louis 4-2. Arizona leads the Yankees 1-0. Yankees batting in the top of the 6th inning. Bottom and 3rd from San Diego, the Padres and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays are scoreless. And in the bottom of the 2nd from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, the Dodgers and the Orioles are tied at 1. And the Cubs just sweeping the Astros, nipping Houston 5-4 at Minute Maid Park today. So, I'll be back with a look on what's ahead for the Missions as the Texas Insurance Agency Scoreboard Show will continue right after this.
Your business is one of a kind. A one-size-fits-all insurance plan just won't do. Texas Insurance Agency, Inc. has the answer. With a tailored program designed for your business, we're able to combine precise amounts of service, value, and options to give your business exactly the coverage it needs. Call us at 210-366-0671 to find out more about our comprehensive, customizable insurance offerings at competitive prices. Whether you need commercial property, general liability, workers' compensation, or group health and life benefits, Texas Insurance Agency, Inc. has put together a tailored program that works for you. Don't settle for insurance that doesn't fit. Get precisely the coverage your business needs. Call today, 210-366-0671. That's 210-366-0671.
Again here at the Wolf in San Antonio as the Missions defeat the Arkansas Travelers by a score of 6-3. And these two clubs will continue tomorrow evening for a game at 7:05. And we invite you to come on out to the ballpark, get ready for summer with a beach towel, and the first 2,000 fans attending the ball game will receive a Missions beach towel courtesy of SunGuard and Ken's 5. And make your plans by calling the Missions ticket office from 10 a.m. on tomorrow at 675-7275 or stop by the ballpark at Highway 90 West and Callahan Road. In the meantime, if you can make it and you want to bring your radio and have Roy and yours truly with you as company, you can tune in to AM 680 KKYX, or if you can't make it, still tune in to the station. For the first pitch getting underway at 7:05, we'll have the Armadillo Homes on Deck show beginning at 6:45, and you can also hear the Missions broadcast if you're not within the KKYX listening area on the World Wide Web, and the website address is www.samissions.com. Tomorrow it's going to be left-hander Chris Key taking the mound for the Missions. Key is 2-2 with a 5.36 ERA. This will be his 7th start. And on the hill for the Arkansas Travelers, it will be left-hander Willie Collazo. Collazo making a 2nd start against the Missions, and Key vice versa against Arkansas. Collazo is 1-4 with a 5.54 ERA. Thanks to our engineer, back in the studios of KKYX, Steve Brashear, and also thanks to Roy for his great job as always, and thanks to Rob Gandolfo for being our guest tonight on the postgame show. Great job, Rob, on that 2-run single for the insurance runs in that 3-run 8, and thank you, the fans, for sharing your first evening with us. So until tomorrow at 7:05, when the Missions take on the Arkansas Travelers in Game 3 of this 4-game set from Nelsonville Stadium. Speaking for Rob, Roy, and Steve, this is Stu Paul saying good night from Wolf Stadium here in San Antonio. Once again, our final scores, the Arkansas Travelers have been officially eliminated from the first half Eastern Division race. It was the San Antonio Mission 6 and the Arkansas Travelers 3. Keep it right here for all your favorite classic country tunes to the home of the legends of classic country music. AM 680 KKYX. You make it a great night. We'll see you tomorrow from the ballpark.
That concludes this edition of the Texas Insurance Agency Scoreboard Show. Texas Insurance Agency, with service as big as our name. That wraps up tonight's broadcast of San Antonio Missions Baseball. To find out more information on the San Antonio Missions, call 675-7275. That's 210-675-PARK. Or visit us on the Internet. Our web address is www.samissions.com. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, so long, everybody.